I really need to figure out another way on to do that to transition.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. What we're going down to our My Hero Academia final season discussion. Yep. If you're wondering why it took us long to get to the discussion, we were all busy. So yeah. This what it would go happen in 2 weeks from January. It didn't happen because again we were all busy. So yeah. I'll get into my guess.
I'm Nick Lenz.
Yep.
That's just a pro.
And Nick Lenz. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Natty also invited me to another stream at the no good friend of ours.
Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff. And could watch it I think with each point I know I can't really. I hope you enjoyed the show. And Natty and what's this?
I haven't watched My Hero yet. I watched Finale yet, so don't spoil me because I've watched it yet. So
did you watch? So you haven't watched the last season yet, Neji?
I haven't watched it yet. That was called other stuff.
Okay. It's not for long. It's like 11 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super short.
Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be even the first season of the show was. That was 12.
Okay, how many minutes? How many minutes?
20 minutes each.
Okay, 1 minute.
They're roughly more like 23 minutes ish.
Okay. It's not like an OVA, right? Not like an OVA anime, right?
No. The OVA actually they're memories, which is technically the start of season 7, episode 1 to 4, which recapped the entire show.
Yeah, the season 8 didn't have any OVAs. It does have a special in May, but the season of OVAs generally, but a lot of the seasons do have like 1 or 2 OVAs each, and they do get dubbed. Surprisingly, some series don't get their OVAs dubbed, but this one does get the OVAs dubbed.
Yep.
My favorite
season 6 in general is the HLB OVA and Lab is in Hell.
The later OVAs, last ones I haven't watched it, but I did watch the early ones. I still need to watch them. The OVAs for My Hero. I think that one of the ones they did is actually based upon a short chapter. I think it was like a short chapter or something. But in the case of what the anime covers, it covers what's published in the last 3 volumes for the My Hero Academia manga.
Yep.
It's volumes 40 to 42. That is what's covered. This is technically the first and only season of the show, because of course the manga just ended, where there was no new manga published. Kind of, though the special chapter was released afterwards, but that was released prior to the start of the season. But this is the first season where there's no new manga. None whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, by the way, throughout the first half of the season, Ochaku is not there. She is...
At the end of season 7, part 2 in general, actually, she was injured thanks to,
Toga.
At her.
Against Himiko Toga, which was a great scene. I love that scene between... I think Lucy and Leah Clark do an excellent job of that scene.
Yeah, they did a great job.
It's one of 2 episodes I know from the previous season of the show where it got a lot of praise because of 2 voice actors, their performances. The other being the guy who voiced Shudo and Dabi. Like their scene. Yeah. Shoto and Dabi, their voice actors, they did an excellent job last season.
Yeah, they were amazing. Like, Dabi's story was super tragic. Oh, yeah. For context, Dabi actually is a villain for My Hero, but yeah, what did they say? His childhood? How can I say this?
Yeah, they wrote part of that he's, which I theorized when I first saw him, that he was obviously Shudo's brother.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no.
Yeah, that was obvious.
Okay, so describe his childhood. Like, tell me about it, because is it dark? It's not dark, gritty.
So apparently, Endeavor trying to push him. Endeavor to push him. As you can see with that one picture with him, white hair. White is actually his natural hair color. The reason why he did black for a lot of the show because he dyed it, and the reason for the stick because that is actually new skin because his firepower is actually deadly to his skin.
It burned him alive.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, and by the time we saw him in season 7, his body was like half gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he gets captured, and they're trying to fix him.
Well, he got captured into all for one.
Yes, and it was mentioned that once the war, I know we're after the war, Endeavor retired because of what happened.
Yeah.
Because what happened with Dobby, which makes sense. I think because the exceptions are heroes because of what Dobby revealed. Prior to the war breaking out, the reputation for heroes just plummeted because of it, and
Yeah.
they were treated not the same. They were, and people were coming like.
That's on the what? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
people manga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's all for one.
Endorsing cover page art.
Yeah, all for one is a monster. We'll get to him later. I want to see him later.
Okay, I want to be sure because now I'm interested by this arc. I can see what's going on now.
Yeah, Dobby has not played a role in the final season of the show because he gets defeated in the previous season.
He got taken out by both Endeavor
and pretty much his whole family.
And family.
Yes, they all take him out.
Yep. Like he's not dead
No.
yet, but oh god, what happened to him is just depressing. But we'll say that for later. But anyway, for context, this season picks up where last thing left off with All Might against All for One. You're probably wondering, but idiot, that makes no sense. All Might didn't have his power. How did he pick All for One? All Might planned for that. He's planned ahead.
Yeah, basically he becomes Iron Man.
Yep.
Oh.
Like Iron All Might. Well, Armored All Might. Yep.
Which of course he smiles with it because he does smile.
Oh. That's unbelievable. I suppose.
Uh-huh.
Like I love it so much.
And plus he has the podcast in his car. Which anybody had car. Yeah, the thing with characters in the show, throughout the entirety of My Hero, very rarely you get driving scenes in the show. There's been like 2 or 3 the entire series.
Well, that and the movies.
Yeah.
But by the way, the movies are canon, which is awesome. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, the last movie actually plays prior to this season, the 4th movie.
Yep.
Yeah, the way the movies work is the first movie took place between seasons 2 and 3. The second movie took place after the Endeavor, which wasn't adapted yet. The third movie is set during the Endeavor arc. The last movie is.
I love this movie.
Yeah. The last movie was Dark Might Rising.
Yep.
Yeah, you're next. Basically, Dark Might, which, yes, Dark Might was voiced by Christopher Sabat.
Which makes sense. He both All Might and Dark Might. It's funny.
Yeah, but it's yeah, but at least one thing we just got to appreciate with the heroes, they're not stupid. They realize this is not All Might because they know.
Marvel comic, not DC. DC is a lot more smarter than Marvel. Like they would say, "Oh, Spider-Man actually got Spider-Man. It's him. So it's Spider-Man." Stupid. What? No. Spidey and Doc Ock. What? A villain, you idiots. Ugh.
That Sand Slot running Avengers like idiots. Except Iron Man. Iron Man, he did not write as an idiot when he stood up. He's like, yeah, I know what's going on. It's his brain. And yet, did the Avengers think of checking his brain? No. They never did.
No.
I guess it's Sand Slot that he wrote the series. So, the thing is, I'm going to put the blame on Dan Slott for that. So.
Blade. Like, I hated this arc. This was so insane. It drove me mad. What? Okay, this is bad, but the Swedish stuff right now, it's even worse. Which,
but
God,
you agree that the second, third volume is very solid?
But it just
do you agree that the second and third volumes for Spirit Spider-Man is better than this one?
Not really. Okay. Wait, the
third one. The third one was written by Slott, but was really short. It was like 8 issues. Yeah, I was surprised it was 8 issues because he was doing that along with Spider-Boy.
With Spider-Boy was just pointless. Like, I'm sorry.
I like Spider-Boy. I thought he was a good character. Yeah, he's a retcon character, but did you know that he's actually not the first character that had the real name of Bailey Biggins? There was a ghost character for. Yeah, there was a ghost that popped up for She-Hulk with the same name. It was an army character.
Really? That's
yes. Yeah. And here's the weird thing about Spider-Boy that was revealed in his when he guest starred in Spider-Woman. Because in Spider-Woman, apparently everybody in the whole Marvel universe forgot the fact that she had a child. Completely forgot.
What?
Yeah, they forgot she had a child. But guess who remembered she had a child? Bailey. He remembered.
How? That makes no sense. He didn't exist
wrapped up. By the time the series wrapped up, it was never resolved. It's like, her baby got aged up to be a man that he fell out with both, and then she found, it was actually a Hulk throwing Grey Gargo responsible for it. And then she goes out to San Francisco for a few issues, and then the series just abruptly ends.
A different question.
You gotta be kidding me.
Who's the identity for Spider-Boy? Who's the identity for Spider-Boy, Spider-Girl?
Spider-Boy is a caravan dance rock created stupid. It doesn't matter. This guy sucks.
And what was Spider-Girl?
His name was Bailey Biggins. That is his real name. The Spider-Girl, people think, is it May Parker? Not May Parker. It was previously in 616. It was Arena. She was Spider-Girl. Very briefly. And she reminds me a lot of Ellie, who is Deadpool's daughter, but this is not Ellie. This is a completely new character. It's like Slott just created these random teenage characters for no reason.
Okay, I have a question about that because Identity Crisis and Canon comics are interesting and not quite. Maybe.
Yes. Do you see the cover?
Yeah, I see the cover.
Yeah, okay. Do you know who Spider-Girl was fighting on the cover? The one you just showed.
Oh, this one?
Not that one. There was another one you showed where she's fighting somebody on the cover. That one.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Bullseye. Yeah, that's who that is. Lady Bullseye, those of you curious about her, she is a creation of... Would you like to know who created her?
Who created her?
Ed Brubaker.
Oh,
of course.
No.
Yeah, and did you know she actually did die briefly?
Mm.
Guess who killed her?
What?
Yeah, she died briefly.
Who?
Electra killed her. When she became smoke and Electra's inhaled her. That's what happened in one of the most recent Electra books that came out. This is before she became Daredevil, which I don't have a problem with her being Daredevil. Do you have a problem with her being Daredevil, Tevya?
I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm fine with it because we have Michael Ash, we have Michael Major Parker, so why not have it at the two Daredevils?
Yeah, and this was actually done by Chip Zdarsky. He did that. I personally don't have a problem with it. I thought it was interesting, though. She's given 3 miniseries as Daredevil. There's 2 volumes of Woman Outfit and this Unleash Hell miniseries. We're seeing Muse, the villain that Charles Shaw created.
Oh, yeah, him. Did he appear in Conjury?
Yes. Now, how that came about, I may have been indirectly responsible for him being there. Because I had mentioned to Charles Shaw that Muse was going to appear on Daredevil Born Again. And he had no idea that he was going to appear on the show. No idea about that. And so that may have given me the idea to bring it back, and Eddie brought Carnage, which ended after 10 issues, which I have heard it was due to low sales. So they continue the story in Spiral.
Oh God, I'm not looking for that. I know what kind of did My Hero Academia talk, but see.
Yeah. In case somebody were curious, though, where's Cletus Cassidy? The original Carnage. He's dead.
That's what I'm wondering. Dead. When did he die?
He died. He was briefly. He died at Absolute Carnage, and then he was briefly brought back in the Carnage title by Taryn Graybach, and then he got killed again.
Who killed him?
And now he's dead. Carnage, the new host of Carnage. who was a clone of Cleus Cassidy. It's weird. Yeah, it's Taryn Graybaugh. She wrote this.
How is a clone?
Yeah, a clone killed the original.
This is gonna be.
No, the book itself is a continuity error.
I don't understand this continuity. I don't understand this either.
No one died.
If you're curious of how the heck Eddie Brock and Carnage, that happened in Venom War.
Venom War, the horrible event. Don't read it. This Venom was
Good idea.
Yeah, Venom War has a encounter with Blood Hunt. Do you know what that is, Tibia?
What?
All the cool stuff that was supposed to have main event happen in tie-ins. Because it felt very looking. And this other was really weird because you read the miniseries, it's like a fight between Eddie Brock and his son in Madison Square Garden, which clearly this is MSG, but for some weird reason, I have no idea why Al Ewing did this for. He renamed Madison Square Garden with a completely different name for some reason. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Because anybody knows the way the building looks. It's a very iconic landmark of New York City. I've seen the damn building in New York City, and for some weird reason, they changed the name of the building. I don't know if it was a licensing. I don't know if it was a licensing because every time people report that, it's always referred to as Madison Square Garden. And there was a wrestling event going on there, and the only reason why Al Ewing probably did that is because there always is wrestling at MSG. It's the most popular thing. And who usually has wrestling events happen at Madison Square Garden? WWE. Except they probably had the Limited Class Federation, the wrestling organization that the Thing worked with back in the 80s, probably had them wrestle there. Because they're technically the only wrestling federation in Marvel Comics. Like in real life, there's actually hundreds.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Oh yeah, Greg ran through this tie-in. It sucked.
Yeah, randomly Spider-Man gets back to Symbiote in the story, and then by the end of it, which it got put on New Host, which yes, we do know about. Yes, so one thing All New Venom did not really explain of why in the world the symbiote changed color.
I don't get it.
They do explain how she got the symbiote. They do explain that, but yeah, but because. No, people think of the Venom as it's black, all black with the white spider. And All New Venom, it's gray and the spider is gold. In the book, there is no explanation for this whatsoever. I would say minus at last 10 issues.
Yep. It's gone from Million Light. But he's still in the book! Why? Go away,
Plus, also after issue 10, with the very next issue, it became Venom 250. And I have a theory of the reason why the Al Ewing got away with this because Nick Lowe was not the editor of this book. Because if Nick Lowe was the editor of this book, he would never let these two break up. Never.
Okay. Paul's still in the comments?
He's still in the other book. I don't get why. So dumb.
Yeah,
okay, this is sad.
Because the thing is, Al Ewing doesn't like him. I'm thinking he was put there because he probably was told by editorial mandate.
I'm not supporting. He better die, Death Spiral. I hope he dies and burns in hell.
Yes.
But he comes back again, and the Calvin.
Yeah.
He's not coming back. I hope he dies.
Yeah.
Death Spiral.
Yeah, and also for some weird reason, we actually have Dylan in the book, which I'm not surprised because Dylan is Eddie Brock's son.
Eddie Brock's son. Yeah.
Yes, which that was something Don
used that character in the Venom films, but I'm just for different reasons.
Okay, I know we got off topic. We're kind of spinning on weird here, but he is
Yeah.
a character. I did like doing Venom. I think that's a cool idea. I just don't like how Mary Jane's Venom. It's a horrible idea. What
Yeah.
Marvel? Let Dylan be Venom again. It can work. You had gold mine. Do something.
Yeah, which kind of begs the question: why they take the symbiote away from Flash? Flash Thompson.
Away from Dylan, his son.
Yeah, because I'm sure that the whole thing with Dylan become Eddie Brock, that was something Don Anicola set up in the last issue. Which you gotta praise Don Anicola for doing two things with his Venom work. One, he brought Flash Thompson.
Yep.
Because he was dead.
Dance
I think it was around the same period of time they brought back Electro in Nick Spencer's
that did happen.
Yeah, that explanation was weird. So Doctor Octopus was manipulated by the Kindred, and
I am manipulated by Mephisto.
yes, one thing that I didn't like about Bloodhunt was the ending, where like, oh, in order to save the world from the first vampire, let's give Doctor Doom the title of Source Supreme and do nothing for a whole year.
And that's how one more to Doom
Wait,
went
there's one
nowhere.
character. There's this one character I just found the other day.
This event
that we sort of got from the Wonder Man TV show.
Oh yeah. But we're not gonna talk about that. That's not talking about.
Yeah, Wonder Man. I'm not sure why they made him black in the show.
No, there's one character. Who, okay, Tibia.
Yeah.
There's one character that there's one character that anyone talks about in Marvel.
You gonna find the doorman?
No. I've been Trey Marquis talking about this. Like there's one character that Marvel didn't use or didn't use, wanted to use, but it was a Doctor Strange character.
Being Baramordo?
No, comic Baramordo, but different. He was black. He was a voodoo doctor.
Oh, you mean Dr. Voodoo?
Yes.
Yeah, he was dead, and then he came back in Access. I have no idea what he's doing nowadays. He's doing nothing, as far as I can tell.
How come?
I don't know what he's doing. Cool way of topic.
Yeah.
I thought, this character did appear in Wonder Man.
Oh, this is great, like Avengers. Thank you, John Byrne.
Show.
Yeah, John Byrne created these two, so you can thank him for that.
Yeah, give us a warning checks for Marvel, please.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought what I wanted to do, don't read this event. This event's shit and it's boring with the time.
Yeah, and I've read that Doctor was killed off in the last issue.
Okay. So
I forgot he kind of died, but he sacrificed in order to save the lawyer.
From Dormammu.
No, it wasn't Dormammu. It was technically all the God to bring her back to life.
This is by far one event that no one cared for. Like, I remember seeing this list. I remember seeing sales for top 10 sales from March of last year. This comic made number 8 on the list. Number 8. It got beat by Absolute Universe. Absolute Universe destroyed this event.
I'm not surprised. This event is shit and it's boring. Shocker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you make a Doctor Doom event boring? I don't get it. I mean,
this was only like I think this is only the second event he's ever had where he's the main villain of. Well, kind of. Yeah, that was One Nation Under Doom. Of course, that was a much more better event than this one was.
Well, there was Secret War 2015. He was the main villain of that event.
Yeah, and that one was actually good. I like that one.
Great. I do like that event.
And for some reason, according to rumor, Marvel wants to have that version for the movies, not the one from the 80s. This one.
Yep.
Which I'm like, why this one? Why not have the one from the 80s? They have all the.
It isn't popular.
One thing I like about this event was Doctor Doom killing off Thanos very quickly.
Yeah, Thanos went. Well, Doctor Doom went fatality.
Yeah, I think that was really weird.
Guys, I'll be back.
Okay.
Back, yes.
Yeah. I didn't mind the whole turn of Doctor being hero. I actually like that. And then let's make him a villain for reasons per se.
It would after Infamous Iron Man would bend this awful book, which is this crap.
Yeah, and they had that really good Doctor Doom book by Christopher Cantwell. That was really good. Did you read that?
I didn't read that one.
It was good.
Infamous Iron Man, I banned ship.
It came out when Dan Slott was doing Fantastic Four.
Figures.
Which I really like his Fantastic Four book. I thought it was really good. And plus, he did something that still sticks. And it is Thing and Alicia Masters being married.
Oh, yeah. He did do that. That was good.
Which, that was a smart move on his part because he's like, nope, we're not calling this off, no matter what, because just by sheer coincidence, David, do you remember there was 2 other weddings in the same period of time as that one?
Oh.
Colossus and Kitty.
Yep.
And the other was Batman Catwoman.
And both those marriages got destroyed.
Well, in the case of Kitty Pryde, I met Mark Guggenheim. Apparently, it was always the plan to have Rogue and Gambit get married somehow, and they decided to switch roof for some reason. In the case of Batman Catwoman, I actually talked to Hams about this before he passed, because I asked him about the whole death threats against Tom King over this. And he told me this. I told this to Tom King later on when I met him. He said this to me about the death threats against Tom King over the aborted wedding. Mm-hmm. Neil Adams said they should remember the concept of spanking. Yes, that's something Neil Adams told me. Neil Adams is awesome. Like, I he was by far the most frequent comic creator I met at Comic-Con. I saw him 6 times. Six times. The last time I ever saw him was back in 2019. And he passed away 2 years later.
Damn it. I wish I got to meet him. Oh, well.
Of course, I've also met people who have passed away, too. I've also met Bernie Wrightstein, who has also since passed away.
Yep.
And there was one other person who was that's the last saw him, and that was Jim Shooter and Peter Beguiles.
Yep.
Yeah. A few people. I met Peter Giles once back in 2019, I think it was Hammer Comic Con. Awesome guy to talk to. He actually has worked with Steve Ditko on Doctor Strange. He was one of the writers for Defenders. Very nice guy in person. Shame that he just randomly passed away. I didn't see an article, but he passed away. I knew nothing about that. Like, I don't think it was that he just passed away a few years ago. Another one I didn't hear about the passing of him until I saw it on Comic Pop. Alan Grant.
Yeah.
The guy in Black Mass. That was just random. I'm like, really? He passed away? I had no idea about that. It's like, do these comic people who make these arguments but other comic characters pass away just have somehow missed the passing of Alan Grant? The guy who basically was one of the primary Batman writers in the 1990s?
Why? Yes, I heard also passed away too this year.
Yeah, I think he's the first major comic creator passed away just this year.
He actually drew, like Spider-Girl made a program, which is amazing.
Yeah, but that's most noteworthy stuff he worked on. He worked with JMS on Spectaculars back in the 80s, in the 70s and 80s. He was a fantastic artist. I wish I
met him. If I met him in person, I would love to sign this.
Here's the thing about between him and his brother John Buscema. John Buscema was not a fan of his artwork. You ever see his brother John's artwork? It does not look good. John, yeah, if you look at anything by John Buscema by Spider-Man, you're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. But I mean, we'll way off topic. As far as this stuff is concerned, this is a different topic for another. We could probably do another live stream about comic artists.
Yeah, but in the case of the last season of the show, well, they pretty much were having like 2 major conflicts throughout a lot of the season. One was the fight where All For One. We started with after All For One got past All Might. Like, can some hero come out to fight him? Bakudo.
And guess who shows up?
It's Bakudo.
Yep. And a very badass scene.
The thing is, Bakudo beating All For One, it's very surprising, the fact that he's the one who defeats him.
Mm-hmm.
Of all characters,
I'm the final boss. Get it? All For One!
Yeah, do you think that he was a really... how'd you feel with the choice of having him be All For One? I mean, yeah, we had the figure fight between him and All Might, but of the young heroes, do you think Bakudo was a good choice?
I think he was. Because anyway, he saved at his mentor, his idol. Same again, like All Might, his teacher, is actually the teacher that he kind of, sort of, well, in his mind, he messed up.
He took a drug to make himself young.
No. Yeah,
it was prior to him showing up, but he took a drug to make himself younger. He basically took the drug that was made by Overhaul back in season 4. Yep. Which I'm guessing got hands on that drug thanks to the drug
and the doctor.
Yeah, and well, Overhaul himself did briefly reappear in the last during the last episodes. He did return, and he did have a last meeting with his boss. So he apologized, but his boss was telling him, "Just dismissed." He also, you shouldn't apologize to me. You should apologize to Aerie.
Yep, which makes
because
sense.
basically because he emotionally abused her.
Yeah, which good reason to make the guy in a monster. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Like,
I get the fact. Yes, he wanted to apologize to his boss from the hospital. He wanted to apologize for that because I think he felt very remorseful about that. But in the case with Aerie, I don't really feel remorse about that at all.
Aerie not going to actually for him.
Yes, Aerie herself does play a small role in the battle between Deku and Todoroki. When during the battle with Todoroki, Deku's hands are destroyed.
Yep.
And then prior to that,
against Shiraki, yeah.
Shiraki.
Which we'll say that for later. I do want to bring out something actually from
the
Yes, I'm back.
Yep.
I'm back, guys.
We need to meet Deku, old man. Oh yeah, hey Tim.
Yeah, something that I think you mentioned his father was it was kind of similar situation with Josuke, where the father was a child singer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think so, because Deku didn't seem like he was, his family wasn't starving. I mean, his mom raised him fine.
Yeah, his family was fine.
One thing is, like, if you see when Deku was younger, she's much thinner. When she's older, she looked like she put on some weight.
Yep.
You can think.
I sent you the link to the live stream if you want to join us.
Yeah, as for why we never saw Deku's father, I have honestly no idea of why. Yes, those two that pop up from the movie.
They made me happy. Why? Because I didn't love the second movie.
I think they're from the third movie, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they're from the second movie.
It was World Hero Mission. It was World Hero Mission. That was the movie.
No. World Hero Mission is a different story. Did you care about the second movie?
Okay.
Hang on. I'll
show because the second movie was them on the island. In the second movie, it was the island.
Heroes Rising.
Yeah, Heroes Rising, but
did the second movie.
But World Hero Mission, that's what two kids saw because their brother did appear briefly in the final season.
Yes,
which apparently
was World Hero Mission.
Yeah, World Hero Mission, but apparently Crawler did appear in the manga for the last arc for this, but I didn't see him in the anime. I think they must have cut him out. His brief cameo he made during the last arc of the main series.
Because kind of sort of, but actually kind of a spoiler.
Yeah. Oh, did you know that in the manga, they get this? So in the manga, for one of the scenes, that look like a gathering of heroes, and there's a cameo by Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah. In season 6, I love that cameo.
Yeah, and for some reason they changed it to some other Chainsaw character. Because I'm guessing the reason why I'm sure that the writer did this because he's probably friends with the creator of Chainsaw Man. But I think, and here's my personal the reason why they could include this in the anime.
Why this?
Do you know why?
Why?
The reason why is because Chainsaw Man is made by a different studio. And
that makes sense.
They probably want to avoid putting him there. Even just a cameo. Probably to avoid a legal dispute.
Well, not just that, but also trying to connect this series to that. Yeah, that won't connect at all. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that was just a good Easter egg. That was good by the writer to do that.
Adorable. I love that cameo. It's cute.
Did you see the second movie for? Did you see the movie for Chainsaw Man?
Mm-hmm. I did.
It was
awesome and fun.
And one thing, because one thing I said about my video afterwards, like, since this movie was a successful studio, could we please season 2? And we're getting season 2. We're getting it. Which I'm so happy with that because I love the first season of Chainsaw Man. It was fantastic. And the reason why we didn't get season 2 at the time, according to rumor, low DVD sales in Japan.
Figures.
And then I heard of this movie, like, wait, they were doing a movie? I completely, like, I was told about this at Comic-Con by someone I was talking to, like, oh, Chainsaw Man's getting a movie. Like, what? Really? That's getting a movie?
Yeah, I see
no
that.
idea. This flew completely on my radar when I first heard about it. And then I heard about, like, and of course, in case some of you were curious, who was the voice of Rise's movie? That's Alexis Tipton.
Oh?
Yeah, Alexis Tipton. She is the voice of the tech girl. May. You know, with the zoom eye? The zoom eye, the one who makes Deku's gloves?
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
That's Alexis.
Hatsune.
Yeah. She's been a few other.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. I believe that she's been a few different ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
the
find
Bomb Devil was insane. Holy shit! Wasn't it beautiful? It was awesome and insane. Like this girl, she's fucking nuts.
Yes. So, by the way, Alexis is 36 right now.
Nice.
So, these are the anime she's been in. Besides My Hero and Chainsaw Man, that I have seen. Let's see. She was in Rosario Plus Vampire. She's the voice of Mocha. I think she was the inner Mocha because the outer was Colleen. She's the voice of Queen Victoria from Black Butler from the original season. Melina from Fairy Tail. She was in Star Magic Index as Hyoka Kazuraki. She is Raiju Volsmoke, Sanji's sister for One Piece.
Nice.
She is a character from Attack on Titan named Melina Carolina.
Yeah, that series I did see. I did.
Yeah.
I thought about now that series. What about dog ending? The sound depressing.
Yeah, in the series, Sarah from the end is Madoru Hoki. Watch the show; it's quite interesting. Justin Barron is in it. He is the voice of the main character's best friend, who's a guy. You want to save him?
That makes sense.
Yeah, she's also in Soul Eater Not as Anya Hopburn. This is a weird anime that's a prequel to Soul Eater. It is one of the most weirdest ones I've ever seen, where some of the chapters were really short.
Wasn't that kind of a parody show? Someone to Attack on Titan, that parody show?
Not really, no. It is canon, and basically just how some characters met in the main Soul Eater series. She was in this one series called Dragon Academy. It's a weird show about dragons, and where like the female lead of the show, like almost every episode, some of her clothes get shredded every episode. Don't ask, watch the show. Yes. Let's see. She's the voice of the Wolf Girl, Las Virginia Beta from Overlord. She's the Wolf Girl from the Battle Maidens.
Still haven't seen Overlord. I watched one episode of it, and this ain't for me. This is kind of whatever. I'll watch it eventually.
Current voice of Kid Trunks. Current voice. She's not the original. According to Kyle Herbert, the reason why the original one stopped because she's doing AAA video games nowadays.
That makes sense.
Of course, I mentioned with My Hero. She was in a series called Baku the Mermaid. It's a Yuri show.
Never heard of it.
She was on my smartphone. She was AR director.
Yeah, that one I did see. I did see that one.
I know on my smartphone.
Yes.
Yeah, that
isekai anime.
Yeah, I really wish they got season 3 because that show was so good. I read all the light novels for it. Rest of the World. She's also AR director. She's voicing character.
This one I did see. I never finished the series. Yeah,
2 seasons of it. So of all the characters, the first season of the show, if you focus on the character here in the middle here, the one show a lot of the girls. Him talking about the girls. So close up of it. So the guy with the white coat in the first season is voiced by Josh Grell before he changed his name to Jesse James Grell. In the second season of the show, he got replaced by the guy who voiced Bell from Izarun Goes Dungeon. Now, I did ask Joe Harris about this. The reason why that he got replaced, because he asked to be replaced. Jill is actually the voice of the younger of the two sisters, of the silver hair girls. The older one, that's Leia Clark. Monica Rell's in the show. She's the voice of the fairy girl, the one who's with the umbrella.
Yeah.
I think that's it. And the blonde hair one, the short one with little finger hair, that's Sarah Weinhoff.
That makes
which
sense.
I got her send my copy of season 1, and she came back for season 2.
Nice. That's cool.
Let's see. Alexa also in the show Death March Predator Rhapsody. Great show. Justin Bieber is the lead character in this one. She is the character Ruby Maroon from Card Captive Sucker Clear Card, which they have.
True.
They did confirm season 2 of this one. She's Pearl Faye, the little girl from Ace Attorney. She's the voice of that. She's
Nice.
Irish in Fire Force. Great show. They're basically about 8 more episodes of the air. She was in Plunderer. She was the lead character in Kaguya-sama Love is War. It's a romance series where the two characters are obviously in love with each other, but because they refuse to admit, yeah, publicly, but privately they actually like each other. She was in the Case of Vanitos as Dominique Deshay. She's actually a vampire girl in love with the one of the vampire of the 2 male leads of the show.
Yeah.
She's
Speaking
voice
of
of.
My Hero, they have another series called My Hero X. It's My Hero, but not really. It's more darker.
It's different. She's also in Banished from Heroes Party. She's the voice of an elf named Yolandra.
Yeah.
She's the lead character from I'm the Villainous on 10 Final Box. It's one of these video game ones which he gets reincarnated as a video game character.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Black Summer is a funny show. I love Black Summer. That's one of the shows I really wish got season 2. She was in Devil's a Part-Timer.
I heard about that one.
Yeah, great show.
But anyway, we'll kind of way up topic.
Yeah. Here. So she's in Legend of Heroes Also Dead. The Wrong Use Healing Magic. She's the voice of, I think, the president of the student council from the show, the one who's one of the female. She's the female lead of the show. She's also the current voice of Ihabra from the current dub for Case Closed. She did reprise her role as Trunks in Dragon Ball Daima, and she's Luna Wright from Dr. Stone. She's the pink hair girl who debuted the recent stuff, which they had 2 guys in love with her, but she likes the main character. She's funny.
Still haven't seen Dr. Stone. I'll watch it eventually.
Great show. If you type in the name of Luna Wright, you'll see what the character looks like.
Okay.
Just type it next to Dr. Luna Wright.
That's her, right?
Yep, that's her. She is hilarious. And you see here, she acts like to be your boyfriend.
That's funny.
Yeah. And in the show, there's a reason why she wears the outfit.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out. But anyways, yeah,
It's
like
fun.
I said,
Rico, he's the voice of Lemillion. He's in the show too. He's the voice of the main character's best friend. He's a big jock who obviously is a friend of theirs. And she know that they know they have feelings for them, but they won't admit it yet until the whole conflict is over. And they're very close. Yeah. But he's the if you look one of the first picture there, scroll up.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy behind Senku. Yeah, that's Riku.
Yeah.
Riku Fujita. Great show, Tavia. You will love it. And all the season dubbed. And get this, Baku's voice act. Oh, Suicune. That's Sarah Winehouse character. She loves that character. And she had the character.
I love that.
Yeah, and also get this. Trying to think, what was it? Ian St. Clair's in the show. He's the voice of one of the early villains who becomes a good guy in the show. Bakugo was in the show. His voice actor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's not over the top like he is in My Hero, but he's a great character. He pops up first in a hour-long special, then he becomes like a mainstay afterwards. He's great. You will love this show. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out. But anyway, like I said before, I know we're kind of way off topic, but another anime that's casted in My Hero called Superhero X.
I haven't seen this one yet. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. There's another show similar to this one with a similar title. You ever heard called Superhero X?
Yeah, this is the one. See?
Not this one. This is Superhero X. This is the Super X, different show where it involves girls fighting bugs.
Ow.
And the main character, his childhood friend, it's It's a weird show. The show only lasts 12 episodes because they completely went against the manga.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it, and honestly, it's not here. The Marvel show.
Yeah. Okay, just type in like superhero one word, put X. Let's see if I can. I'll share with you.
You know what? You can share it. I mean, you don't want to? I'll screenshot. But anyway, yeah. Back to this. But this moment, I like it. You know, I love it much with All Might and Bakugo because I love that smile. It's so cute. Made me happy. Yep.
All right, I put it in the private chat. You can take a look at it. That's the title of it. You can.
Okay.
You see it?
Yep.
That's how it's spelled. Super X Heroes.
Yeah.
It's a weird show.
Yeah. What the stupid thing?
Yeah, that's it.
This one I never seen this one.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Really bizarre show.
Yeah. Apparently it came out in 2022, so I was busy watching My Hero, so that's why I never seen this one.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a really odd show where it's like they hunt alien bugs who apparently after energy from girls.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see why. I never heard about it.
To say the least, and it only lasted one season.
Damn. So it didn't go season 2? That's a shame.
No, because apparently fans of manga didn't like it, so and plus they went so against the source material they never got season 2.
I figured out the case. Oh well.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with this is basically what happens where he gets young, and I think they changed his voice because that's not John Sweeney's voice. That has a different guy voicing him.
Yeah, they have different voice him, and I think he did a great job. Young awful one. It's so menacing and so threatening that
So John Sweeney is a regular voice of him. Let's see. Apparently his age is 121.
Which makes sense because he's been living I don't know how long. Yep.
Okay,
I would play it, but I can't with copyright.
Okay, so the young version is voiced by Ryan Negron. That's who voices him in that one. He's the voice of the young version of the character.
Yeah, I think he did a great job.
Yep. And like this is out of desperation.
Yep, it is. Because remember, Endeavor actually had to like burn him alive.
Yeah. And of course, after he was beaten, it's like, okay, so League of Villains are pretty much all done, so you got the leader left. And he's still fighting Deku. Like, he's still fighting him.
Wait. Actually, before we do that, before we talk about that stuff, what type of awful one himself after that last gambit he did? After we had to get his backstory, by the way. And holy shit, awful one got more stuff through and through. This guy had no way of becoming good. Never.
Like, apparently when his mom was pregnant with his brother, and that's what a pregnant woman should not do, she drank alcohol because she did not want these kids at all. And then she randomly gives birth to these kids, and then All Might, All for One as a child, took his mother's cork.
Yep.
Which was
and he killed Betty actually these people. That video a year. This is very brutal, kind of like a horror comic.
Also, for some weird reason, I have no idea why this is. They don't really. They had this thing where he was obsessed with his brother.
Yep. Which makes sense. And in his sick, twisted mind, he owned him. I'm not kidding. That's what he got in mind.
Yeah, and then also this eventually started the whole, like, he gave him power, which later went to the second host and all the other hosts for the for the One for All Quark.
Yep.
Which some people are curious where does the name All for One and One for All come from? The Three Musketeers.
Yep.
The Three Musketeers. That's where that's about it comes from. Three Musketeers. That's the first thing I can think of. any American fan can probably think that off the bat because that is a phrase that the Three Musketeers would say. I'm sure the creator himself must have the phrase was so cool. He probably just adapted for the Quark and then basically for all for one himself.
Yeah.
The phrase is all for one and one for all.
One for all. Yep. And
That-
like I said,
that-
his backstory is dark, messed up, and this guy was just pure evil, even from birth. He was just insane and much.
And I think his mother, after she gave birth to them, that she died.
The mother died.
Yes, and I'm not sure exactly what his thing is, like why he think that his brother was his because he was born at the same time as him. Which, if you're curious, who was his father? No one knows.
I have no idea. No answer.
No one knows his mother. No one has any idea the name of his mom.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find him here. So let's see. His mother, do not know the name of his mom. That's the thing. There is no mention of his name of his mom. By the way, the first host of the One for All Quark is
It was his brother.
Yorichi. He was the first host.
Yep.
So Deku was the 9th host. So here are the four names of all the hosts. You have Yorishi, you have Kudo Tezuku. 3rd host is Bruce Lee.
Yep.
That is, I'm sure he's named after the actor martial artist.
Yep.
The 4th host is Hoge Hishimori. He's got a Starcross.
Not Sunny. Smoke Eater.
Oh yeah. Dagoro Benjo, who basically is a stereotypical, looks like it's what the writer thinks an American is like, with the whole over the topness with this character.
Yeah.
Which he is voiced by Andrew Love. So Yorichi is voiced by Stephen Fu.
Mm-hmm. He did a great job. All the voice guys did a great job. The host.
Kudo is voiced by Ben Balamicha. Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He is voiced by Nazik Tarsha.
Yep.
Hoga.
I say I love to give the host a lot more fun in the anime. Because in the manga, for what I heard in the auntie, and I did after what the series, I had to do some research. Apparently, they did not get a lot of personality in the manga.
Yeah, not really. Of course, I've met 2 of the hosts. We'll get to those names. So, the 5th host was Dagro. 6th was there's El Tanechi. He's the guy with the red coat, and he was voiced by Dalvin Oliver. There is Nia Shimura. She's the grandmother of basically our lead, and she's voiced by Stephanie Young.
Which is cool. I love that.
Yes, and the thing is, she looks fantastic for her age, and she's like 52. And when I first met her, yeah, she's 52.
Cool.
If you look at a picture of Stephanie Young, like, and 52 now, because I was some people at Comic-Con, this was a few years ago, that I was, this woman's 50. And like, really? She's 50? I haven't told her this in person.
And Shimura.
Yeah, gorgeous. Like, Deku, now the Deku has a different comment in the manga they did in the anime, because in the manga she said she was pretty, in the anime she said she was beautiful, and All Might's like, I agree with that.
I know. It is adorable. I love
that. And those of you curious, though, did All Might, was All Might ever attracted to her? No.
No.
There was no mention of attraction to them.
But it's fine, you remember, she had a kid who hated him because she abandoned him.
And All Might is voiced by Kristen Stewart. So I did ask him about this, of how he got the part. Apparently, it was recommended to him by his agent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. So now, Kurt Herbert's in the show. He's the voice of Fat Gum. I did ask him this. Did he get into the show because how popular it is? Like, get on the show. Yes. That's the reason we keep Fat Gum. Yeah, and plus, veteran voice actor voicing a veteran hero. Makes sense, right?
Yep.
Which I mentioned on the Twitch stream. He even told me this, that originally, President was originally voiced by Surratt, originally, throughout the first 2 seasons of the show, and then he replaced with the guy who did throughout the rest of the show, and even did for Vigilantes. The reason why, because he was also doing Krillin and Usopp, and they were constant screamers. He wanted to save his voice, so he came back as Reed Destro, which he did a great job as that character. He was the former leader of the Paramount Liberation Front before Shadowrock took over. That was him. He was the voice of Reed Destro. Great character. Very interesting character he was. I do like the fact Gentle Criminal, like the fact that he got redeemed in the show after his brief villain stuff he did.
And season 4.
Yeah, it was during the school festival stuff that he debuted.
Yep. Some people did not like that arc in the anime. I did agree. I thought that season it was tons of fun.
Apparently, some people thought it was filler. That arc.
What? I don't get it. That arc was fun.
And here's the thing. Do you know why it's not filler? Because
it's by every story.
Not just that. The reason why it's not filler is because it's actually an arc from the manga.
Yep, that too.
Yep. If it's from the manga, it does not mean it's filler.
Yep. Shocker. Gee. And all that I did that followed the manga affected me and did it good. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. And one of the light novels does explore, because you remember during the 4th season they mentioned, Class B was doing this play that was an amalgamation of like all these other famous franchises.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Prince of Azkaban. It's so funny.
Yeah, and get this, the light novel, the 4th one, they actually depict that play.
Oh, that's adorable. Like,
yeah.
That's so funny.
And I recommend to you should read the light novels because they are really good. Because they fill in the gaps to show basically what have explored it. According to the writer, the light novels are canon because he approved those light novels, and they basically explore the personal side of the characters.
Nice.
That's a part of them.
Adapted light novel to anime. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe for a spin-off show.
Yeah, I've heard also my team up, the My Hero team up manga.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I would like that, especially as Melissa's shield shows up in that manga for like one chapter. Which
I love Melissa's shield. She did appear in the final season. We'll get that later. But anyway, speaking of Wizard John, what?
Oh my gosh, the guy basically nearly died during this fight.
Yeah, like Bakugo nearly died again, but he went out and so badass. It's better than me.
It was thanks to I don't remember his name. The one who threads his heart. He's kind of like a ninja.
Yeah, Edge Shot.
Yeah, I think he's a ninja hero. Isn't that his nickname?
Yep.
Which yeah, he's just a great character.
Yeah, I'm glad he survived. I was so ready to die.
Yeah. So there was a character, I think it was a 6th season show, who was known as Crescent Hero, who got killed right away, and then Shidoraki took his cloak. From what I read, the character is a nod to Natsumi from The Rise of Shihiro.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because if you look at him, he looks almost exactly like Natsumi. So he kind of looks like he looks like he wore the same outfit, and the shield looks very similar to Natsumi's.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then
it was weird that his character got killed quickly. Of course, there was another famous character who appears in the final season who I have met, Mariko. The money here. I met her voice actress.
Oh, that's cool.
Mariko. Yeah, I met her just last year. I got her my copy of How I Realistically Rule the Kingdom because she's the voice of the princess of the kingdom. The main character gets isekai to, who gets her character is engaged to. Well, and she was the second person I got a chance to sign it because first one was the guy who voices Dobby. I got him to sign it. He's the voice of Castor. He's one of the characters on the show. He is his race is of dragon descent.
Nice.
And he's in charge country's air force. And get this, the army is led by a lion man, and the navy is led by a 500-year-old woman who
Of course.
his job get gorgeous, and she's a grandmother who
Yes.
cast a thing for her, but she said no and offered him one of her daughters, who became
Of course.
Julia, who became one of the king's wives, her aunt. But
Yeah.
that's a show that I really enjoyed. The Rising Hero, not just Hero. How I Really Served the King. That one, great show. 2 cores, no season 2. Even
Uh,
I don't think what was his name. The guy who voices Dobby.
mm-hmm.
Because I met him. Let's see, what was his name here? Jason Labyrinth, who's also the voice of Rob Lucci from One Piece. He agrees with me. There was still more story to tell in this one, but they never adapted for some reason. And the show came out back in 2021. If you want to watch it, go right ahead. It's on Crunchyroll, and it's all dubbed.
I'll probably check it out.
Yeah,
Boy,
and Colleen's
I love this final shot. About same with the All Might Day with Awful One. I love his final shot so much. It's so cool.
yeah. I would love to know who was director of this. Yeah, because each season there was because the first 6 season show was Colleen Zuckerberg. She directed the first 6 seasons. Season 7 was done by Mike McFarlane. He, of course, can't do it because the man's battling brain tumor right now, which is still GoFundMe page to pay for his medical bills. I hope he get better, man. I even told this to Jason. I told this to Monica that I brought my YouTube channel about what's going on with Mike McFarlane, which, when people know the guy, he's the voice of Buggy, and he's the voice of Master Roshi.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yes, I've never met Mike McFarlane, but I love his character. I've actually talked to him once on Twitch before this whole thing happened. I asked him this: does he enjoy what we're seeing Buggy? He says yes, in small bursts. I also asked him this: what's his favorite arc of One Piece? Because basically he was directed for a long time. He says his favorite arc is Enies Lobby, but he also enjoyed at the time when it was released. He also really enjoyed Dressrosa.
Nice.
Now, Mark himself, I don't remember who he voices in the show, but I know he directs season 7. 8, I'm not sure who directs season 8. I have not gotten a word about that, who directed season 8. But whoever did a great job with direction of this.
They did an amazing job. Yeah.
But I would have put Colleen back in director's spot for this because she did the first 6 seasons, and this is the last one. But I don't know if she did or not, because I would think she would, because Mola does not appear a lot in this season.
No, she very busy, makes sense, because again, did end the entire story arc with the final war. But when Awful One turned the baby, I find that funny because it's so hilarious. But when Bug night Awful One, like what? No, I hate you. And he disappears. I was so happy. Like, yay! Yep, he finally gone. I'm sorry about that. And Zuko beat his ass. That is so cool. Yep, I love that so much. Like, give it up for Awesome Power Awful One, and thank God he's gone.
Yeah, big bad of the show.
Now, let's get the Deku versus Shigaraki. Okay, good for build-up since the entire season, the entire series. And a lot of people might have a clue, very excited with this final fight. Because, again, he was kind of the main villain show next to All for One. And I must say, what they did to Shigaraki's story is actually very tragic and very interesting. Dark, very messed up, which we'll get that later. We'll get that. But I gotta admit, John, I did not see that twist going with Shigaraki. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, this fight basically was done really well in the anime, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. It was. It made me happy. Yep. And when Deku finally got in Shigaraki's mind and confronted him, finally,
in the past, which his grandma is also grandma was with him, which is kind of surprising. He was able to stay with Deku the whole time, and the fact she had to hug her grown-up son.
Which makes sense because her son, what's it weird? Shigori's father was an asshole and a jerk. Like,
and I think the only person who was actually nice to him was actually his sister before she died.
Well, he's the one who killed her.
Yeah, so it's kind of explained the flashback that All For One indirectly gave Todoroki his quirk.
Not indirectly. He planned for everything. He manipulated Shigaraki's life. I'm not kidding. That did happen. Right. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, so he planned the fact that, like, the thing is, I don't think that the thing is, Todoroki never found out that he is the one who killed his grandma. He had no idea.
Nah, he never found out about that. Or maybe he did find out, but he didn't care. Because what? She was way too far gone. But fuck, like All For One manipulated this kid's life, destroyed his life, literally. As he didn't manipulate his father. Which I not see them come. And Jesus fucking Christ, like this man, the
fact that they do confirm he's the one who killed his grandmother. They never actually show him actually doing it.
No, they don't.
It's weird because they actually kind of show her final battle with him in an OVA, setting up the movie.
Yeah, they do show it in the final season, kind of, sort of. When in that flashback,
that was first seen the OVA. Not the first time they've done this for an anime where they pick some OVA first and they put it in the show. They did this also with Boruto, where they Naruto became Hokage. They actually have the OVA for an episode for Boruto, where the episode Himawari got sick. So they put that as a flashback in the episode. Because it was already there.
Yeah, there's a movie of Boruto actually first.
Yeah, there was a movie first, but the movie itself was
that movie actually recently. Yeah, I actually watched that movie. I think it was good.
So the whole thing with the movie is that it was just set up the show, and from what I can tell, they kept the same voice cast in the movie. Though, in the case of the show itself, they did readapt it for the show, except they based on Kishimoto's original script for the show, original script for the movie, because there was a character who appears in the arc who was originally playing with the movie, but they cut off due to time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And mostly they picked the arc over the course of 15 episodes.
Yeah, I watched that retelling the movie. I gotta be honest, I think the movie story far faster than the one that did my arc. He just skipped the arc. The
arc itself, in my opinion, was actually better because you actually for the consequences, and actually they do make changes.
Yeah.
From the action. And also the guy with the fish, you actually see him even after the arc wraps up, because basically he was there to celebrate. I think it was like 20 years of the Naruto anime. Naruto, that's why he was there. So there was an arc that came not long after this, where it was referred to as the Mitsuki disappearance arc, an arc that went on for 20 episodes, and from what I have heard, the reason why that Para did this was because they wanted to stretch out as far as they can, because they had no plans that year to adapt the mangas. They had been teasing for, at that point, about 2 years. They were going to adapt the manga. And then they stretched this out because they just didn't want to end that year. They wanted to end the following year. They just stretched this arc out for as long as they did. It's a shame because this character had to die in the arc. Oki.
Yeah. The old man.
He's a great character, and he is voiced by Steve Bloom in a dub.
I think he did a good job. He did excellent job with the old man character.
I think he's the third character he's voiced in the Naruto franchise, because he voiced Zabuza, Orochimaru, and now him. I know he's come on and said that his favorite character voice is Spike and Cowboy Bebop, but my obvious question for this: who's the character voice for the Naruto franchise? Oki, Zabuza, or Orochimaru? It's a good question to ask him.
Mm-hmm. And
If,
what he answered?
I never met him, so I wonder if anybody's ever asked him that. If I would take a guess, I would probably think it's Orochimaru.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but Zab was a
time to do
character.
90 episode.
Divya,
Yeah.
I have to go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll
All
talk to you guys later. See you soon.
See you, Natty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing with difference between Boruto and My Hero Academia, two different dub companies. My Hero is dubbed by Funimation's Crunchyroll, while Naruto, Shippuden, and Boruto all dubbed by Viz Media.
Yeah, it would make sense. But Viz Media
Yeah.
also at that Bleach finally, that when the Bleach anime finally coming back.
Edgar told me this once that there was actually a plan to do a cross between Naruto and Bleach, but it fell through.
Yeah, it never happened.
It wouldn't make any sense to do a cross between those two because the style of tone of both series feels so drastically different. I think the one
Naruto and Bleach wouldn't work; it would fail. It's kind of
the one I think work is Naruto and Dragon Ball.
TMNT.
Yeah, but the one crossover they did recently was TMNT crossover. That was I only read the first issue of it, but I gotta admit that was actually a really good idea.
I haven't read that crossover.
I read the first issue. It was actually really interesting because apparently Kishimoto knew Master. He knew Splinter's master.
He did? Splinter?
Yes, he did. Though I'm curious though, like the book, I haven't read the full thing yet, but apparently the Turtles actually Lake Village in this miniseries.
Yeah, that's what I heard about that. Like, wait, what?
I'm curious how the heck they get there because
Crossovers
involves a portal, which they've done portal stuff before, so this is nothing unusual. As a matter of fact, they've done 2 crossovers with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's not the first thing. They also did part with Batman.
Batman they did 4. Officially 4 plus the movie because there were 3 main ones. There were crossovers also between New Batman Adventures and the 2012 series, and then the movie. So that gives me 5 crossovers.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I did that much, money. It's so like crazy. This in a way made sense to do because ninjas.
Yeah, they're both ninjas. They're both like not the same story, obviously, but it makes sense to cross the 2 probably over. I really need to read the series.
It was really weird about Naruto. He's never crossed over with any of the Super Sentai Ninja teams.
Yeah, he only crossed over Team 7, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, like in the case of Naruto, his franchise, there are 3 ninja teams in Super Sentai. Ranger was at my Ranger season 3, Hurricane Ranger, which was Ninja Storm, and Ninja Ranger, which was Ninja Steel. All ninjas, and never did crossover with them.
Stop! We never know Ninja Gaiden crossover. That'd be awesome. Like this is a gold mine. Give me this, damn it!
I'm sure, from what I can tell, if they did a manga crossover between Dragon Ball and Naruto, it would definitely happen, no problem.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Otherwise, it would be almost impossible due to Naruto made by Parrot and Dragon Ball made by Toei.
Figures.
Plus also big egos.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure these 2 have got the biggest egos in the anime industry.
Yep.
Do you think they do?
It's possible, but
yeah.
With the combination of like ego with Spider-Man and the BS, but with anime, I won't be shocked about that.
Yeah, one crossover that would not exactly make sense, but it would kind of make sense is my Hero crossover with One Punch Man, but tone-wise, it's drastically different. His tone is so drastically different. The reason why that some people would like to see it is because superheroes.
Yeah, but problem One Punch Man.
That's only
series. That's the joke.
Yeah, it's just tone-wise, it's different. Plus, same problem with Dragon Ball and Naruto. This is currently made by JC Staff, while My Hero was made entirely by Studio Bones.
Yeah. but for season 3, it's not going well. But honestly, that's a different
Yeah,
talk anyway.
I'm enjoying the season. I know people have had issues with it. I personally do not have a problem with the animation because I have not seen the problem people have seen because I watch on Hulu, which is the official source to watch it. So I've had this theory that Hulu must have been hearing about the complaints about the animation quality, and either they're the ones fixing it, or they're asking JC Staff to fix it.
I won't be surprised about that because apparently they split season 3 into 2 parts, which
I find that weird. Yes, I find that weird that they did that. Which
second part coming in 2027.
Yeah, part 2's coming out next year.
Wait.
And I believe there's I believe tomorrow it's releasing the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
Of this.
I'll watch season 3 eventually, but honestly, my main objective is My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen. And
yes.
Video
also,
I'm more invested in these series.
Also tomorrow is the release of the final episode of Super Sentai.
Super Sentai. Oh yeah, you mean Power Rangers. Yep.
Yeah, well, the one that says my
bad.
Yeah, it's ending tomorrow. This season's ending at the 40 episodes. It's been not as good as their seasons per se. It's been a mess this season.
I figured that would happen. Yeah.
And plus, also, the series got a lot of flack for firing one of their actors due to underage drinking.
Of course.
It's their female ranger. 19. And the thing is, apparently the drinking age in Japan is 20.
Of course.
Yes, so they fire her over this. And allegedly, also people think that they fired her because she's half Filipino.
What?
And I found this out Barbara Goodson that you might find interesting. Did you know that the actors who actually played Rita Posa in the Japanese footage for My Love Season 1, Moroku Sango, was Filipino?
Heh. Nice. That's cool.
And get this. Did you know when she was doing Zoo Ranger, she was in her 50s when she did that character?
What?
Yeah, 50s. And this is Barbara Goodson told me. She looked really good for her age, which I agree with that. She looked fantastic for a woman in her 50s.
Yep.
And Rita was not her first character. Well, in the Sentai, because you heard, if you watched her first movie, she's referred to as Badora. That was her name in Sentai. In Zoo Ranger. Now, the difference between Zoo Ranger and Minor Season 1 is that Zoo Ranger is not as popular. It's not popular there. It's not as big as, let's say, Mighty Morphin is here. Because people love Mighty Morphin Season 1. Still love this very day.
Yep.
But Zoo Ranger, not as beloved. For people, it's just not. And plus, the season is so drastically different from Mighty Morphin. Like, there's a scene in one of the episodes which was adapted for the famous Green Ranger saga. In one of the scenes, they have one of the characters trying to stop a kid from unlocking the Green Ranger by firing a machine gun at him.
Yeah, I just don't call it a view that
Or,
way.
with a forklift, even though the song. I watched Zoo Ranger. I kind of like Zoo Ranger. It's not a terrible Sentai season. I've seen weirder ones.
I've seen far worse.
Yeah, and if you want to watch Sentai, Tiffy, it's up to you. Tubi has from 5-man up until Hurricane Ranger. Actually, I don't think they have 5-man. They have from Zoo Ranger to Hurricane Ranger, which was Minor Season 1 up until Ninja Storm. That's all the things they have on there. I watched a different website to watch other Sentai. I'm watching right now the Sentai was adapted for Dino Fury, because I'm almost Sentai. I have at this point, I have 3 more left to go.
Yep. I love Deku. It's so cool.
I'm also watching, if you can see, this is Jan Person.
Never of it.
It's a Metal Hero series and released the same year as Kaku Ranger. This is it before Mighty Morphin Season 3. And they have one of the villains from Kaku Ranger pop up here for one of the episodes. And he's so fun in the show. Now, also, Moroku Sango does pop up in a couple of these Metal Hero series. She was the main villain of the series that was, they used the footage for VA Troopers, Spielbahn. She was the main villain of that. She also popped up as a monster in Gavin. That was the very first Metal Hero series. Metal Heroes is where they got VR Troopers from, and Big Baby Borgs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, VR Troopers adapted for the first season. They adapted Metallica, and their B footage was Spielbahn. Second season was also that too. B footage was Spielbahn, but the A footage was Space Sheriff Shriven. And I mentioned this also to Brad Hawkins, the guy who played Ryan Steele in the show. And he did confirm me to this, because according to the story I heard, he originally was going to be the White Ranger in Mighty Morphin Season 2. That's true. He was going to be that. But they changed the Tommy because of Hand to Man. That's the reason why. Yes. And so I also told him this, that the guy who played Shriven, who was Dirt's Space Sheriff, he's the grandson. He was the grandson of the guy who did special effects for Godzilla.
That's cool.
Yes, and he passed away in 2001 after drinking himself to death.
Oh.
Yes, he didn't know that. I did tell also about the ending for VR Trooper Season 1. That is from the ending of Metallica.
Never of it.
Yeah, Metallica is, if you ever see Ryan Steele's red and blue suit that he wears in the show.
I don't
know. Okay, did you ever watch VR Troopers?
I never seen VR Troopers. If I did watch it, maybe I had a kid, but I don't remember it that much.
Yeah, it's available online. They have all the episodes online, no problem. Yeah. I think it's on Tubi as well. The only Metal Hero series on Tubi right now that I saw was Gavin. It's also on World. It's also on this one YouTube channel which I watch.
I think I had action figure with these guys. I don't remember. Again, it's been so long since I've seen some.
Let me find it here because
I'm old.
Because I'm old on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm screen share right now.
Channel, yeah, the one in the middle. He's from Metallica. That's Ryan Steele. On the right, that's JP. His character and the one Caitlin. So that's from Spielbahn.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
I think I had action figure one of these characters, but I don't remember.
So if you watch a show, you never see these three ever on screen together, except for these like little group shots, because they're from two different series. So they have a channel find this officially YouTube. You can find us on Toei Tokusatsu World Official. That's where you can find Spaceship Gavin. All 44 episodes of that. So
I know about this.
Yeah, this was they put in their continuity. So then after the series ended, now the guy that played JP told me this. The reason why VR Troopers ended. Now initially, I had heard the rumor of the reason why for years was because they ran out of stock footage. He says that's not true at all. The reason? Low toy sales.
Oh, that makes sense.
He did not know that apparently there was a third season planned, and was going to have Blue SWAT. It's a street. It's a Metal Hero series. Metal Heroes, from what I've heard, the explanation of the reason for the existence was because to get a jumping on point for a new franchise made by Toei. This is the live action division. They may also make Sentai and they make Kamen Rider. So the first one was Gavin. Then Gavin, Shriven, Schneider, Jaspion, Spielbahn, Metallica, Jiraiya. It's a ninja one, which that character pop up on Ninja Steel as Space Sheriff Skyfire. They pop up on there. Then it was Bubblecop G-Bon. Then a trilogy of Rescue Heroes. This series, Blue SWAT, and then capped officially with the series set for Big Bad Billboards. There was two kiddie shows afterwards, which a lot of people don't count those as part of heroes because they're kiddie shows.
Which premise was I do as a kid. I rewatched it recently as an adult. It still holds up for what it is back in. Is it good? It's fine.
And did you know that he did pop up for one episode of Big Bad Billboards?
He did?
Episode 19. Episode 19, called Comic Convention.
Oh yeah, I think that about they want to be able to technically a
Yeah, well, they
bad
did this
guy.
episode of Jan Person for the show. Not sure why, but I'm very much looking forward to watching Jakku B Fighter and B for Kabuto, because I'm very interested in this one, because I kind of like watching when I was a kid. I watched reruns of it. Great
Same.
show.
Yeah, very underrated.
Yes, the weird thing is, I think this made by Saban, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
So now the thing is, two of the series adapted for Video Troopers have been released here. I have heard Spillbond has an official release on physical DVD, and Space Sheriff Shivan. That's released here too. They released almost the entire.
Apparently.
Yeah, that Metallics was second season of the show. That was from B for Kabuto. That's what the footage of that one came from.
Yeah.
So they also put a few characters from Metal Heroes. It's though Gavin himself did pop up on Power Rangers 2 as Captain Chaku in I think it was 2 episodes of Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's well, the episode itself was that from an actual episode from Go Busters, where it did feature Gavin, but it was not the original Gavin. It was the second Gavin. It was the younger guy.
Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, we're way off topic now. But
yeah, and then after this lengthy battle that Deku has with Todoroki,
then you're plot twist reveal. Plot twist.
Yeah,
all for one beneficial of his life from the very beginning.
And he took over his body.
Yep, he's like, I'll dismantle Tomo's mind and eradicate completely. It's a card that went play for one ball.
And kind of in a way, Todoroki turned on him during the course of this. And then all the hosts basically with Deku lost his hands, though Eraser came with Freeze Horn, which I can't remember his name, the one who could make copies himself, the guy with the smiley clone who wears a helmet. Do you remember his name? He's like all black.
Oh you're referring to play the mic at the end. We just had friend.
Yeah, the one who knows Eraserhead. He's the one who chopped up her horn very safely to erase that.
Wait, my bad. Shit. Yeah, it was the clone guy who would ectoplasm.
Yeah, he chopped Ares' horn, and there was a kid who gave Eraserhead his shirt to help out. I'll give this to a hero who might need it, and Deku needed it because basically Toppa's costume was destroyed.
Yep. Yeah, I know all for him to go.
My shirt, which he knew right away what it was because, of course, he did because he's an All Might fan.
Yep. Oh wait, there's actually one thing we forgot to mention. There's actually a cameo from Horikoshi after the manga in the anime. I'll show what I mean.
He means Skycrawler? I don't remember him appearing in that one.
No. Him. This kid actually from a manga that Horikoshi made before my hero. It's a long story.
Yeah, I
don't cameo with the version. Yeah,
and those curious though, is Vigilantes made with the same person who does My Hero? No, somebody else does that. No. But it is canon.
Yep. Yeah, they did adore. I love his cameo. I know do the manga, but the fact they did put in the anime that made me happy. Yep.
Yeah, I sent you a picture of the fact that I own all 42 volumes of My Hero Academia.
That's cool.
And it took me And like I mentioned, it took me almost 7 years to get all those volumes because I collected those back in 2018. I think it was 2018, I think it was, and it took me a long time. Yeah, to collect the whole thing. It's the only manga I own all the volumes for. It's the only one. And I get other manga, like other volumes here and there, but not the whole thing like My Hero because I really enjoy My Hero.
Yeah, same. Like I like the anime, but God, that ending was depressing and sad. Good that has a happy ending. Thank God. I can't do dog endings ever again. I'm done dog endings.
Do you think the reason why they included him here is as a tribute to the creator?
Mm-hmm. Because again, Horikoshi created this character.
I
Also,
think.
he actually worked in the manga.
Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Just like how they
Yeah.
include movie original characters, they're canon. Like Melissa Shield, she popped up in this season. The two kids, they're here too. It's like every single original movie character is not all canon. Like they've included the two people who appeared in the last movie.
Lord Hero Mission.
No, not the one which was the last one they did.
Yeah.
What,
I
what,
know.
what You're Next? They included they included two original characters in that one. They're canon in the show too because they were there in the manga to promote the movie. So
Yep, that made me so happy. Yeah,
I
these
think
characters.
herself, I think she debuted in the movie first, then she read the manga afterwards.
Yeah, she premiered in the movie. But these two
Yeah, and
premiered in the movie.
two kids.
They in the movies.
For them, it was the same. Those three debuted first, then they appeared in the manga. The two that appeared in the fourth movie, they debuted in the anime and manga first, then the movie. So they were the only original characters who were originally part of the story who cameo in the series, even as they're promote the movie, but they're already canon anyways. So
she premiered in the series first.
Yeah, she was the first one, but I think the only reason why the movies are canon because the creator was involved with them.
Which makes sense because these movies are always good. I'm glad they're canon. Because unlike other anime after you turn to movies, who are non-canon, all Dragon Ball Z were non-canon, except Battle Gods, which after true canon. These movies are a lot more important.
Movies that are canon, they're not remakes in the anime, are Broly, the Super Broly movie, and Superhero.
Yep. And Battle Gods and what an F.
That was something that Toriyama wanted to do for years, but Zeta kept telling him no.
Yeah, which made me happy.
Now, for some reason, the anime didn't. But now, Skycrawler, the main character of Vigilantes, he does appear in this arc, but I do not remember him seeing him in the actual anime at all. You know, talk about the Crawler, the one who's the main character of Vigilantes.
Yeah, the main character of Vigilantes. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he does appear in the actual manga version of Final War, but not in the anime. I do not remember in the anime at all. If he did, that must he must have been a blank message, or was basically something was cut from the anime.
He actually did appear in the anime and a blink and you miss it. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, it must have been so bright. I must have missed it.
Yeah. Like I know you did with him. I didn't know it was him at the in the series.
Because I read that he does appear in this arc, and I do not. I must have missed him because I remember watching the episodes. I missed him.
Yeah, I missed him too.
I think, as far as I can tell, I think he's the only character of Vigilantes who does appear in the parent series. He's the only one who's not like one of the pro heroes. He's the only one from the original Vigilante characters who does appear in the parent series. He's the only one. No one else. Yeah. Pop's not there. Detective Sister's not there either. Just him.
Yeah.
And
like apparently, since Vigilante the prequel, my bet that we'll figure out what happened to him in that series before we see him in this series. Maybe we'll figure out the gaps where he was before the final war.
Yeah, because
that's my theory.
Yeah, unless you know who this is, you're like, who the heck is this guy? His code name at the end of Vigilantes is because he's an official hero. I know it's kind of spoiling the end of the series. It's Skycrawler. That's his name, Skycrawler, because he can crawl in the sky. That's why all he did in the series. Wait, yeah, that's something. Yeah, and like Deku, his original costume is that he's an All Might fan.
Yep.
And he does crawl around. He doesn't exactly fight any villains because he's not a licensed hero. He's a vigilante. And so technically what he's doing is not illegal what he's doing. Yeah, he may be like...
There ain't a main villain named Six. And this guy, he's insane. He's like Reverse Flash.
I don't want to see. He looks like Dick Grayson, doesn't he?
Kind of, sort of, but he had super speed.
Yes, where he like take a look at this picture right here of him with the mask. Not that one. The one that's two from that one. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Down.
Mhm. Yeah,
Not that one.
right.
One with the picture on. Go over here. Like on this side over here. Scroll down.
Okay.
Right there.
You
See that color picture right there? No. Next row. Next row. First one.
Okay. Yeah, that. Yeah.
No, not that one. It's you see on if you see if I'm pointing to. It's this one right here, the one with him with the small face. Not that one. The one next to it.
Right? Oh.
No, the one next to it.
Okay.
No. Far left.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, he comes like Nightwing.
He does look like Nightwing.
Yeah, even though he's not Nightwing, I'm sure design-wise he's based upon Nightwing, but he's not Nightwing.
No, he's not. He's a villain. Like I said, he's got a mixture of a Reverse Flash, but
Yeah, and he has a scar across his
it
face,
ain't a
which
Flash I think in this universe, but
so it is explained that the reason why he has a scar, he did it himself.
yeah, to highlight that his idol. Like I said, he's like
Because they revealed this in the recent episode. It's Knuckle Duster. He was the original Speedo Clock.
Yep.
Which how he lost the powers?
All for one probably stole it from him.
Yeah, he did. He stole it.
Because-
As what happened to it, it may have been destroyed. It's never confirmed exactly what happened after it was taken from him. Why he took it?
You know, he gave it to 6.
Yeah. But as for like you actually do hear All for One in the Vigilantes anime because that's John Sweeney's voice. They don't identify as All for One, but that's clearly All for One. Like you hear him on the phone talking to Queen Bee in season 1. In season 2, you hear him talking to 6. That's clearly All for One. Anybody who's watched My Hero knows that's All for One.
Yep. With Queen Bee in Vigilantes, she was insane. Well, to be fair, technically she's Knuckle's daughter, but she's being controlled by the Beat user, which
The glory back. Yeah, yeah. If you see that picture with the pink hair in the middle there, the one next to that picture you just showed, that's Queen Bee Pop. That's Pop is going to become a new host of Queen Bee.
Oh, that's gonna be insane.
Yes, that happens a little bit later.
Yeah.
I'll reveal something interesting about Pop off the air because it's hinted at throughout the show. Yeah, it's hinted at in the manga. In the anime, they show it too about Pop. So
yeah. She's in love with Koichi, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
makes
sense.
One of two. They confirm also the senpai has got a thing for him too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, and my answer to that, lucky bastard. That's what response from a guy who's got more than one woman in love with him in any anime. So, yeah, this is my phrase for anything. Like, I see a guy share a bed with more than a woman. No, they don't have sex. They basically just sleep together. So this happened with a few other series I've seen. This happened with Our Last Rise in the World. We have the lead character sharing a bed with 3 sisters. 2 of whom have a thing for him. Yes. And my response is, you lucky bastard.
That's funny.
What is in this world where his friend John, there's a girl named John in the show who's like the commander, and it was hinted that she had a thing for him prior to the world changing. And there's this new girl who was like a chimera, kind of. She like inaugurates human powers. And there's a scene where they share a cot together. And I saw this scene, and I said to the screen, lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Time. Like, I think someone should say this. Anytime anybody sees an anime, we have an anime where you have a guy who shares a bed or basically sharing a scene with 2 beautiful women who's clearly got a thing for him, everybody say, lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard.
Well, in the case of Deku, he only has 1. So you can't call him.
Which is fine by me. Again, that's
Just call him a lucky guy. Don't call him a lucky bastard.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah, which
But anyways, I
so
for sure I can reveal. Like I said before, you do a very dark review and actually coming into it insane, very dark and messed up, and shit, fucking Alpha One a monster. Like I said, like this guy.
Yeah, he deserved to die.
Yeah, he deserved to die. And okay, we need to cut the shit because this stream is going for actually 1 hour 40 minutes.
Almost 2 hours now. So
yep,
Todoroki does die.
Yep.
Yeah, he does die. That's no spoiler because everybody watching anime probably he does die. He dies in a very weird way. Like
yeah,
he just
Final Smash. It was so cool.
Yeah, so he gets beaten by him, which makes sense. Deku would the one beat him because they're technically rivals the whole show. So of course, basically, he'd be the one to kill him. Now, normally put in our series, we usually very negative about heroes killing villains. But in the case of My Hero, it's fine.
It's fine because again, all but one a monster. But again, Deku tried to save him.
It just had to happen. It just had to happen. So after he's beaten, the war is over. So in the aftermath, Deku pays visit Spinner, and Spinner says he wants to make a book about the true Todoroki, what he knew. And Deku says, make a comic book. Because people love pictures. Which he does. He does do that. Which, gotta praise Spinner for that. Saying the Hero does appear in this last season too. Which Vigilantes gives the reason why he looks the way he does.
Yeah,
which,
saying he died at the in the final season.
Yeah, but his appearance, the way he looks, the way he does.
Even when he died was insane. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, so it's revealed in Vigilantes the reason why he looks the way he does is because he removed his own nose.
He did his own face.
Because he wanted to be different.
Yep.
I'm glad the fact now in the manga they didn't show him taking. No, they show him the knife, and they do kind of see him where you see like the blood in the sink, and then you see the nose drop. Now we don't see him actually come his actual nose. We see like underneath it. Which, if they actually show this anime, I know the manga those are because the manga did not show this at all. But I'm kind of glad that Bone shot it this way because the way they did it made perfect sense. To show the sink, there's blood, and it was oh crap, because of his own nose. Because if they show actually doing that, it'd be way too graphic.
Indeed.
And Bones will receive a lot of flack if they show graphic content because I haven't seen a lot of shows that put out, but mostly just been My Hero with the Vigilantes, and Soul Eater,
I think it is Soul Eater, yeah.
Yeah, they don't do graphic content.
Yeah.
They do dark
images. Soul Eater may end disappoint me, but with this show ended great.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
It was awful. Even Todd Evercorn agreed with me.
I've never seen Visible go to review in this show. Made me happy. I
asked Todd Evercorn about it, and I talked about it. Even he agrees. The ending for Soul Eater was awful.
Yeah, the ending of Soul Eater horrible.
Yeah, and goes to in Soul Eater, he's the voice of the kid. He isn't My Hero. He's the voice of the pink-haired kid who is the fan of Endeavor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you see him. He looks like Natsu from Fairy Tail, but without the sharp teeth.
Yeah, he does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the kid is the kid wearing with the black hair with the white stripes. That's the kid.
His character was fun. I love his character in the show. But anyway, that's irrelevant.
Yeah, I've heard a rumor that they might do a remake of Soul Eater.
If we get a remake, that'd be awesome. I want a remake to this series because it's prequel to Soul Eater.
The rumor of the reason for this remake is the reason why that Fire Force Season 3 took a while to come out.
I figured out the case. Granted, I've not seen Fire Force at all. Again,
great show.
I've seen one episode of it.
You love it. It's on Crunchyroll. I think it's about 2 dozen episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll watch the eventually.
Yeah, and you see the girl with the little fire thing?
Mm-hmm.
With the little cat tail and the ears? That's she's voiced by Jade Saxton.
Nice.
Her character is funny. Shira is voiced by Derek Snow, who, if you see on his Twitter, he clearly loves his character. He loves Shira.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Enrico's in the show. He's voiced of one of the members of Squad 1. Now, the main character is part of Squad 8 in the show, which is more of a company who investigates other companies. That's kind of the purpose of it. And each character's got a different voice actor. Sabbath's in the show, too, and he's actually the voice of this character named Maki. She's kind of like a character who's really strong. She's a muscular woman. And her father is voiced by Christopher Sabat.
Nice.
Yeah. Which...
Yeah, but anyway, that's a moment.
Yeah. Someone who's being loud. Like, I mentioned this to Sabat the one time I met him, that his characters usually have three major traits in common. They're big, they're loud, and they love proclaiming how much of a man they are. And he said, like, yeah, that's true. If you look at a lot of the characters' voice, that's definitely true. When I saw he was in this show, I'm like, I wasn't surprised. He's in Soul Eater as well, as a pointless character.
Which goes nowhere.
His character is there to unlock a door. And that's it.
That's what it is.
This is what you brought Sabbath for? To have a character to unlock a door and then do nothing with it afterwards. Oh, the blue-haired kid, Black Star, Brittany Kowalski. Met her. She's awesome. Her is his partner, Monica Rial. Met her as well. She's voiced of Froppy, My Hero.
Yeah, by the way, I watched Gaku Getchi. I can't read that, sorry. I see the anime. It's weird. It's very dark.
Yeah, the guy who voiced Soul, apparently it's his favorite character he's voiced in his career. And I heard something was actually the first character he ever voiced. I haven't watched this one, but I heard it was really good.
This one I seen like 2 episodes of it. It's weird. It's a revenge story, yes, but honestly, I'm kind of putting up with a revenge story right now. I need to believe in dogs.
Yeah, there's one. There's Onicho. Let me look up. I'll send you something in a minute with it. Let's see.
Yeah, I love seeing visual design in my. I love that. I love his character. He's adorable.
Because I've seen images, I've seen clips of this show. I'll put in private chat, and you can look it up because it is. Because one of the characters is considered a waifu, and I've seen images of this. This is kind of a very weird series I've read. So I haven't watched it yet, but it looks. I'm very interested in watching because I've seen a couple images of it because it's has some fan service moments in the show.
Figures.
Like how a woman and basically literally her underwear beat on a monster.
Of course.
Yes. And get this. She's not the love interest of the main character.
Of course.
Just what she is. She's very pretty, but he's in love with Ditzy Girl.
Oh. Yeah, I've not seen this series. I never heard of it.
Yeah. So the girl with the blonde hair next to the blue hair guy. Yeah, she's considered a waifu. She's a new waifu.
Figures.
I don't remember her name yet, but it's like the characters of Oni. That's kind of I call it the Oni anime because everybody's like
Oni was spoof in Japan mythology.
Yeah, so it's series I'm gonna be watching soon.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. But in reality, like I said, I love seeing Visual Girl design My Hero Academia. I love her design. She looks great. She looks perfection.
Yeah. So after the battle, after the whole,
when they did Over One, which is awesome. By the way, I love that moment.
Yeah, and we also have this really very wonderful scene of Deku going after
Shigaraki.
Yeah. Well, this scene where Ochaku is going to that cliffside area they went to in the previous season, where he doesn't exactly confess to her. He just tells her that she's basically his hero.
Which made me so happy.
Yes. And Well, there's a follow-up with this in the special, which they're going to adapt soon. Which we're not going to spoil that right now. We're going to spoil that in May.
Yeah. We're not gonna spoil that actually because we
Yeah,
want
so
that
that's
before,
up there, and so Warpgate I think is done. I think he's I think he just died. I think he did.
Yeah,
He-
Walker at the
Yeah. So
after,
yeah. So Dobby was taken to prison, but he's gonna be he's gonna have a ton of surgeries to fix his body, and so his family comes to visit him.
he's gonna die.
Yeah. So Endeavor says, "I will come here. I'll come here every day to atone for what he did to him," and
Yeah.
he's basically barely alive. So Shooter asks him a question. What's your food? He says, soba. Mine too.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. Got a chance to speak one word, but that was a good scene. I actually like that one. And then his other brother says that him and his girlfriend get married, but there's no ceremony.
Which
I
makes
get the
sense
fact
because it never did too much damage to the family.
I would think that he would invite his awesome mom. I can't think he won't invite his father because he doesn't like his father, but invite the mom and sister and his brother to the wedding.
Yeah, I don't get that logic.
I would think that because what I can tell, he gets on great with his mom because Eric gets on with the mom. Mom is awesome.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she's out of the mental hospital. She's in mental hospital for quite some time. I don't know if she and Deborah are going to live together because they don't make that clear about that because this scene was last time we seen the whole entire series. These two. And she's got burn marks on her from her oldest son. Her second son basically got burn marks on him too. Shudo obviously got burn marks on him. He's had burn marks since the start of the show.
Yep.
And so they go off. So Shudo will return a little bit after this. He does return. Endeavor is done. Completely done. He's out of the series. His wife is out of the series. Shudo's brother, I don't remember his name. It's not Toy, that's Dobby. The middle brother. He's out of the series too, and the sister's of the series as well. She apparently quit her job as a teacher, but then Shudo got her a new job as a teacher at a different school.
Yep.
Because she
I like this moment with Deku and Shigaraki. It's such a great moment because again, if Spin's still alive, tell him this. Shigaraki did everything in power to destroy the world, and Deku said, "Yes, destroy you did." Like that is such a great moment to the two at the antagonist.
Yep. Yeah. So then Todoroki disappears, and there's no denying the fact Eric Vale did a great job with this character.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I get a chance to meet him when I go to the Comic-Con next month.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I'm gonna give my son a copy of One Piece Stampede because he's the voice of Sanji.
Oh, that's cool. Yep.
Yep. So
end credits song is also made. End credits screen is also made, by the way.
yeah. So then with the aftermath stuff, well, then after all that, then we have a time skip. Well, here's the weird thing. They had one episode quite interestingly. We have this kid comes out of his home where apparently his mouth was closed and he was in a straitjacket. Everybody's all celebrating. And he's like, what is going on? Why is everybody celebrating? And I suffered. So it turns out he was the grandson of a gangster who was embarrassed his grandson had a quirk involving darkness for reasons. And apparently it's implied his family was killed during the war. It's not really confirmed. And then, just by sheer coincidence, the old lady who saw Shiraki as a kid, is still alive somehow, must be a little older, and then she just takes the kid in, and then the kid becomes a student at the Hero Academy.
Yep.
Well, if you don't,
I'm happy about that because again, Deku changed the world because All Might may have been a similar piece, but Deku showed at the you could get everyone at the like a helping hand.
So it's nothing unusual for having By the way, it's nothing unusual for the final episode either of a season or a whole show where the final episode is titled the show. That's nothing unusual. Anime do this all the time. This is nothing unusual. So
did well with their show.
So mentioned in the time skip, after time skip. So All Might has become the vice principal of the school. Deku is teacher. The kid who basically has stitches on him. You see him later. He's got stitches on his mouth from when he was when he has stitches when he has mouth showing stuff. He's got scars. So he's a student there. They do mention that before the time skip that Twinkle, the guy with the French accent, he left, and then he apparently came back after apparently spent in prison, because I think they mentioned he did go to jail for what he did, but then he came back, finished school.
He actually what the awful one told him to do all that stuff. Because
but he had the tone for what he did, so he left. And of course, the guy who can control people with his voice, he joined the class, which everybody knew he's going to be transferred to anyways. And then after that, we had the time skip, where Deku, because after the battle, he has Ember left, and his hair was partially shaved because of the damage to his body. The post time skip, his hair is perfectly fine, and then we see another kid who's kind of inspired by All Might and Deku, where he goes to the All Might statue, and then kids start bullying him, and then another kid, another kid being bullied, he's about to save him, and then Deku comes along and saves him, and he immediately recognizes Deku.
This kid recognizes Deku.
With this, so apparently Bakugo's got fangirls. I thought that was so
funny.
He's like, and of course he's usually himself, like, because of course they're now senpai. Senpai is a Japanese thing. Someone who's their senior, so they call each other senpai.
Yep.
So it's a Japanese thing. It's someone who precedes them in the same career path that another person does. So they call that person senpai.
Yep.
So, of course, there is actually a show where the main character is always called senpai the whole time, not the whole show, and that's
so cute.
Don't totally be Miss Nagaro, which she always calls him senpai or creepy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, Darby, God, he was messed up.
Yeah, they don't confirm he's dead. He's just basically in jail, and he's basically being worked by doctors. They do not confirm he's dead at all. The time skip. They do confirm that Shudo and Bakugo do make the hero rankings. The new number one hero is Lemillion.
Which makes sense because Lemillion acted awesome.
I think Sun Eater also made the number list.
They show Ailey. They show Ailey a lot older. I love it.
Yeah, Ailey is a little older, though. There's actually a special chapter that was printed in a fan book, which is never released here just yet, where picks her in middle school.
Oh, that's cute. Love that.
Yeah. I kind of wish this was adapted for the anime, because that's also part of the epilogue as well. And like the only thing they did confirm for couple-wise is that La Bravra and Gentle Criminal start a company, and apparently they are an official couple. Which those of you thinking about La Bravra because he's short, like, is she a child? No, she is not a child. She's an adult. I think she suffers from she's kind of a little person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though they try people. Those type of people are trying to get. They're just short people who are just really short. People also call it dwarfism.
Yeah.
But those type of people are trying to get rid of that term because they don't like it. It's a term I've heard. I've never called people that at all. I never call that person who's short a little person. I call them simply always just short. Which, yeah, if you see someone who's really short, who is obviously short, do not call them a little person at all. Do not call them because they don't like it at all. Do not call them a dwarf because they're not dwarfs. Just say short people, just people who are short. If I can tell, from what I've heard, they have no problem calling short. Just don't call them a little person.
Agreed. But anyway, long story short, actually, we do get one final scene with Deku and All Might. I love this moment. It so made me happy.
Yeah, we're All Might. It's like, you're late.
Oh, he does break the fourth wall. Like it was at the end, and smash it, and then smash it, the credits. It is funny.
Yeah. Which All Might can still go between his muscle form and skinny form. He can still do that.
Yep. Yeah, and he gave Deku out the new suit, which is adorable. It made me happy.
Yeah, and then of course the thing ends, which leads into the special one shot, which will come out. Which the one thing I don't like about the ending of this, they don't say to be continued in the one more special in May. The thing does not say that at all.
Yeah, that's fine. Like again, the end to that series.
Yeah, I would think that. I mean, I knew about it because I followed the anime news, so I knew about that. Those of you who don't follow the anime news, so when I heard they were doing this a special, I was fine with that. But if they could adapt that special chapter from the fan book with Eri, adapt that too for that special because it would fit. I haven't read it yet, but it's not very long.
So much.
Yes. My Hero overall is a great series. Yeah. It is
from beginning, middle, and end. Some people say it dropped off with season 5. I disagree. I think season 5 was awesome.
Yeah, some people didn't like season 5 very much because they adapted.
I don't get why. Because
the reason I've heard people like season 5 very much because they adapt because the Endeavor arc and the villain arc were adapted out of order. Like because the Endeavor arc came after the villain arc in the manga. In the anime, they put that first. I'm guessing they put that first because they knew villain arc was going to be long. That's why they did it first. It's really short. It's not very long. Some people thought that I was talking to them about this that they thought the anime was going to skip the Remodel Course arc, which they did not.
No, they
because
didn't.
If you look at this whole series, with the exception of the special chapter, they adapted the entire manga.
They did the entire series, but they adapted everything correct. I do own the entire series, except I do want to see it in Blu-ray.
I own the first 5 seasons. I think I own part 1 to 6, but I haven't gone any further than that because these are getting expensive.
Yeah, they are. I own the entire series in general on Blu-ray.
I do all 4 movies. Of course,
I own 4 movies too.
Yeah, I own all 4 movies. All the manga. I own all the volumes released here for the TM manga. Though I think more volumes is it's like two or 3 more volumes left to go. I do all 6 light novels. You should read those, Tibia. They're really good. There's only like 6 of them. And they're I think they're just $2 more than the actual My Hero Academia volumes.
Yeah, I figured that much.
So the first book is like Parent-Child Day. There's another book to focus on basically the off-screen stuff with dorms. Like there's a scene where you have Shudo interacting with Mei, which didn't happen in the anime or the manga. There's one with the Blossom stuff. The last one they released, what came out just before Final War, but there's like 6 volumes altogether. They're not that expensive. You probably can find them at your probably local like Barnes and Noble. You look them on Amazon. I know Amazon has all 6. I think they're still in print, so you can still get them no problem.
I'll probably check it out.
Yep. But in the case of there's any like My Hero Academia is coming to Comic-Con soon. Well, at least 2. Momo, actually 3. Momo, Deku, and Todoroki. Their voice actors are going to be at Main Orlando next month.
That's cool.
Yep. Though of course Tanjiro.
I go to see MegaCon this year. I really want to go there. Hopefully, actually, and it is a big F. A big F if I can go there this year.
Did you get your tickets? The tickets are still available.
I'll try to get tickets. Actually, it's only gonna take me there because long story.
Yeah. So I want to take ahead of time. So I got my ticket for cheap because I got the early bird special. Nice. Right now it's like $45 day I'm going, so that's not too bad for a ticket.
Yeah.
I've seen more expensive. I wasn't going to go Metricon this year, but they're like they just went on sale, and the first day, Friday, is like $45. I'm like, no
way in hell, I'm not doing that
for an early bird special. That's stupid. So I picked Anime Orlando, which is in August, which is much cheaper. Which thanks to a discount code, I only paid $32.
That's good news.
Yep. So
But anyway,
I recommend basic
I love
asking
the
one of your
series.
parents. If you're gonna go to Make Orlando, just ask one of your parents if they can drive you there, because just also the thing about Make Orlando is they do offer you can also prepay your parking ahead of time.
Yeah, I did hear about that. That's good news, at least.
Yeah, I know because I just paid for it recently. I basically paid for the parking garage that's up there, so I was able to get that no problem. It's much more cheaper than paying for the regular ticket.
Yeah.
So it was like $30 plus tax. I paid for it. So that, or you can have your parents just drop you off and then pick you
Yeah,
up later.
I'll try to do that in the future. But anyway, that's a different topic another day. Like we said before, this series was awesome. It was a great journey. It was awesome, bad, intended fun. All the scenes are great. Like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6, and 8, all perfection. They're all great. For all people who not season 5, I don't get you people. I don't get the haters. But that's another topic another day. This series is
Yeah,
great.
because of the
No
series,
bad
I
season, no filler, and it told its story perfection.
have
And
occasional
and this,
animation episodes, but they basically led to the movies. That was the
yep,
purpose of them. And because of the movie,
it's
because of the show, I basically buying figures, and here's one of them, Shudo.
oh cool, Shoto.
Yep, I have him. I
Nice,
have a book of the My Hero Academia cast.
nice.
I have all my figures, muscle and non-muscle form. I own Endeavor, Lemillion. I own like a lot of the characters. Like, I even have Grape. Menta.
Yeah, good, good, good
I,
shit.
I, I have him. I have him as a figure. On my shelf next to me, I have Marco, and I have Bakudo, who does not have a
Nice.
stand. His is I don't know if you can see it. There he is. Do you see
Oh,
him?
that's cool. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, as you see, no stand.
Nice,
He's so cool. He doesn't need a stand.
nice.
But if you want to watch one of My Hero, watch the Pickle series. It's on the air right now. Airs every Monday. Simulcast. They basically release it up the same day as Japan.
Yeah, I don't
What's
think you use the
My
kind
Hero?
no, sorry.
Yeah, My Hero didn't do that for the Parent series. Did you notice that for the Pickle series they released the same day? Well, the Parent series they never did that.
Yeah,
There's only
that's
two
weird.
reports.
I don't get that.
I never knew the reason for that, and I know that season 4. One of the problems with season 4 is not technically the anime's fault; it's COVID's fault.
No.
So in Japan, they've introduced all the episodes. They recorded all. They were already done. It took a while to release these episodes because it took sometimes you had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks between episodes. And
that annoyed me. Like what?
so the reason for that is because they record all these episodes from home.
Figures.
And the only voice actor who regularly did this was Kyle Herbert. He's the only one who regularly did this. Everyone else was new for them. Because
Yeah, that makes
he has explained on his Twitch stream that he does this, he basically has a recording studio for himself in a closet.
sense. That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, and if you ever watch the show Bleach, he's the voice of the main character in the first half of the show. So Skyzen.
Oh yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, which the main character of that is going to be at Meg Orlando, Johnny M. Bush.
Cool.
Which never met him before, so I'm hoping I get a chance to meet him this time.
Yep. I can't wait to do that. Anyway, yeah. Overall, this series was great. It was a great show, a great series, a great, awesome story, and one of the best superhero content we had in a decade. This destroyed DC Marvel at the over. It was full of I don't DC Marvel. I can see I'm a huge fan. I'm just kidding. But the comic side of DC and Marvel are quite the fucks. They don't make any sense. But this make it back on the way back and make it cool again. For the record, the issue when we did out, that movie I think was good. Yep. I love the show, I love the series. I really like to feature my hero, and I love the season. This season perfection, 10 out of 10, A plus, and perfection. And I'm excited for the future. Yep. Mhm. Yeah, Nick at the yep. Oh, never seen an anime tonight about Kaiju number 8, season 1 Blu-ray. Walmart with her great anime. It seems like my type of show. I'm a Godzilla and Kaiju fan and Joe. Yeah. I heard about that show. I have to watch it myself. It's pretty good. Yep. Check it out show someday. One day I want to check out Pocket. Yeah, that game is great. I recommend it. Yep. Yeah, cool. Anytime. Yep. Yeah, like Kaiju number 8 also another good series. Actually, I watched it. It's another good show. It's not my show. Actually, it's more of a Kaiju series. Oh yeah, cool. Speaking of Godzilla, we have to get another Godzilla anime. Kind of, sort of. It's not Kaiju number 8.
Which anime?
Oh, this was
Yeah.
announced actually this year. It's a new. Hang on.
Yeah, so you go where I mentioned my Kaiju. That's the one I mentioned. Godzilla Planet of Monsters. I've heard of this.
No, not these. These are awful. Like it's this one.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new Godzilla anime. It's in production.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about Godzilla anime. I have never watched them, so
Don't
I
bother.
don't.
They're awful. Yeah. Basically, for what I can tell, it basically a kid turned into Godzilla. It's weird, I know. But I think this sounds interesting. This can work. Now, will this succeed? I have no idea. But hey, well, it's not bad. We have a new Godzilla movie coming out. So,
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's because I haven't heard anything about the MonsterVerse by Legacy, the legendary thing they're moving. I've not heard anything about it. There might be one. I did hear they are going to do a sequel to Godzilla -1.
Yes.
They do a sequel to that, which I'm fine with that because I saw it. It was really good.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was really good.
Yeah, it was by far an excellent movie. And yeah, it may have been released. It may have had subbed because the thing is, I don't have a problem with subbed at all because it's. I've been used to it for quite a while, so I did see the last movie I saw that was a sub movie in theaters that was live action was Shin Kamen Rider, which was which is basically a remake of the original Kamen Rider series from the 70s, but done much more serious tone. It was done with the same person who did Shin Godzilla and Shin Ultraman.
Yep.
Really good. They include the music from the show. They even had one of the fight scenes in the movie that was shot. I have heard this confirmed. They did shoot the scene at the same location they shot episode 1 from the show for Kamen Rider.
Nice.
If anybody want to check out Kamen Rider, which they do in fact have reference to that in Vigilantes recently with the Grasside Brothers, which they reference to Kamen Rider with them, even with their little nods to Rider Kick.
Bug guys. Yep.
Yeah. So basically Kamen Rider, his motif is based on Grasshopper. And that's who the brothers are based upon. Kamen Rider. Heck, even their pose is based upon Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider has been around since 1971. It's taken 3 breaks over the years. Aired originally from 1971. They had several shows. Started 71. After 75, it took like about 4 years off because the ratings were slipping. Came back for a couple years. Took another several years up, and they released a special. Then they did 2 more, which one of these shows were adapted for Savant's Masked Rider. And after that, they took their 3rd break, which lasted for 11 years. And they brought back with Kamen Rider Kuga, and they've had it put out since then. And this was a really good. Yes, I've seen this one where Tojima's.
I heard about it.
So Tojima is voiced by Patrick Zoltz. Colleen is voice of Yuriko. She's the woman here with the weird outfit. So he is based. Okay, so of all these characters here, So the guy with the black apparently is based. He's supposed to be Commander V3. The show was released in 1973. Last 52 episodes. Yuriko, that's Tackle. That's the one in the far left there. She's based on a character from Commander Stronger, and last year was the 50th anniversary of Commander Stronger. The guy with the blue helmet on his head, that's Rider Man. And yeah, this helmet, Rider Man, he was the 4th Commander. He had this hook for a hand, and his transformation, which was weird. He just put a helmet on, he just summoned helmet on his head, and just transformed. It was a weird sequence. It was the 70s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the V3, the guy who thinks he's V3, the suit itself is not in the show at all. He doesn't translate. He thinks he does. Tojima is a 40-year-old man who's really muscular. He's got superhuman strength. The guy basically punched a bear and survived.
What?
Like, he punched a bear. And he thinks he's a comedy, but he puts on a child. And get this. He gets a chance to fight Man Spider in one of the episodes.
Figures.
Which, in the show, they call him Spider-Man. And we also have a bat creature in the show called Batman.
Of course.
And those even curious, though, can Toei get away with calling character Batman? Yes. Yes, they can.
Yep.
Because of the fact this is not DC's Batman, type in Commander Batman. You'll see what I mean, because he has one of the most weirdest looks. Like, and put a hyphen between the yeah. There he is. That's Batman.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And he thinks he's a vampire. He's based on a vampire bat. Man Spider in the show was much more skinny than he was in Tojima's Commander. In Tojima's Commander, he's muscular. He's like so beefy. Heck, a lot of the monsters from the Richard Commander series is based upon like other creatures. Like there's one based upon a chameleon, a wasp. Let's see. They have like a whole bunch of creatures that base this monster on. Like Commander has their monsters are more bizarre than Sentai monsters. Even the general. Yeah, if you watch Super Attention, you're like, who the heck are these characters? Because when I first saw the first Super Attention, all I recognized was Count Drago's counterpart. He's the guy with the golden mask, the gold head. In Black RX, his name is General Jark. And this man is a dick. And the reason why, he killed a couple in front of their kids in Black RX to prove how serious he is. He killed them by snapping their necks with his 2 hands. I'm like, I get the fact he's evil, but damn. That's brutal. Yeah. And he did this in front of 2 young children.
Yep. Figures.
Yeah, and the guy in charge of the Empire is a giant head known as the Crisis Emperor. Which his dialogue, some people theorize, is okay, so the very first main villain for Commander is a guy who thinks is the Great Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, known as the Great Leader Shocker.
Of course.
Now, I can accept him dressing like this because he's a villain.
Yeah.
And he only made 2 appearances in the original show. One on a TV screen, episode 34, and then he appeared in person, episode 98.
Of course.
And it is weird. They also recreated this. He appeared a few more times afterwards. And the first organization he led was Shocker, of course, which is based upon Nazis.
Of course.
And they had an episode, which they referenced recently, where they're looking for a casket of Nazi gold, which somehow Nazis brought to Japan from Germany, and they found the gold. When the Shocker found the gold, they opened it, and it's Kamen Rider. And you're probably thinking, like, What did he do with the gold? He threw it in the ocean. He threw it in the ocean.
Yep, problem solved.
What are you doing? You be rich. Nope, he didn't want to know.
Which makes sense because what people were
Yeah,
like
but
Nazi
the-
assholes.
The original Kamen Rider series, the first 13 episodes are really dark. It becomes much lighter when the second Kamen Rider shows up. Though there's a reason why they had to bring in a second one because the original broke his leg in a motorcycle accident. So they wrote him out. Basically, he physically appears first 10 episodes. For 11, 13, it's stock footage of him. He is not actually there. So they wrote him out, say, oh, he went to Europe, and he's gone. He's out of the show. Doesn't make occasional guest appearances. He's out of the show for 40 episodes. Officially, he does come back later on. But I do like the original Kamen Rider show. If you don't watch Tibia, it'll take you a while to get through because it's 98 episodes. 98.
I'll probably watch that eventually in the future. But anyway, back to my hero. Yeah, like I said, this
you actually watch it. You actually watch it legally on Tubi.
That's good news. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, my point in like this series was a great series. But anyway, it say that it didn't say super genre always doing good or what. This series is perfection. It does superhero justice. It makes superhero this fun again because with the that's kind of superhero kind of deconstruction and not fun and just.
Yes, I think if I remember correctly, I believe One Punch Man season 1 aired before the first season of My Hero.
I thought My Hero premiered before One Punch Man.
One Punch Man in 2012, while I think My Hero aired its first season in 2016. Yeah, 2016. The manga came out in 2015.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the last season just wrapped up 2 months ago.
Yep.
When anybody watches the show, when as many seasons gets renewed for, like 5, 6, when it got to 8, no one's surprised because people love the show. So, and plus, it was probably a big seller for Bones, and that's probably the reason why Vigilantes gets made because the Parent series is so popular. Yep. So Deku you actually hear him as a narrator in the prequel series. He does not physically appear.
Which makes sense because the prequel.
Yeah, so the series is set.
I love it. You kind of like Spidey because you got Spider-Man.
Yeah. So the Crab Girl, she debuted in this recent season of the show, that's when they brought in Falcon. Which, by the way, the drug they reference here was actually referenced in season 4 on My Hero. Yep. Which I think you're saying that they set that up there way back in season 4, and then here they pay it off. Which I think it's one of 2 setups they did in My Hero that they pay off Vigilantes.
Yeah, and I have a feeling 6. Actually, I mean, 4. He's number 6. Why get the Phoenix guy connected to 9? Think about it. 9 is from the second movie, and 6 is from this show. They could be connected, kind of, sort of.
I don't know. They as far as I can tell. For some weird reason, I'm not sure why, but the only reason why, like I mentioned before, the reason why they put Kenichi in the one episode is to acknowledge that Vigilantes is canon in the main series, though you probably won't know it's him unless you see the show. To the creator acknowledges the canon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When it was announced Vigilantes was going to anime, I was not all that surprised because I was very happy they got it because Vigilantes is a very good manga, and it is one prequel manga that is very acceptable to be really good. There is people to Attack on Titan, but I like it. Other people don't like it. They describe it as generic shonen. Before the fall, unlike in the case of Vigilantes, which just feature characters from the Parent series. Before the Fall features 0 characters from the main series in the prequel one.
I figured out the case.
Yeah, and as of right now, there is no plan to adapt Before the Fall.
Which makes sense because the series ended and the series is about a dark story and nobody else to go.
Yeah. So I have met the two leads of the show, Bryce, who voices Aaron, and Trina Shimura, who voices
Mikasa.
Mikasa. In My Hero, they're actually in the show. Trina voices Earjack, and Bryce voices I can't remember his name. He's in Class B. Just type in My Hero Academia Bryce Power Book.
Okay.
I don't remember the character's name, but I do remember he is in the show. But
Is it Phantom Beef?
no, that's Austin Tyndall.
Oh. Hang on. Wait. Maybe you could put in the private chat, and I could
Yeah. I have to basically put his name on here because basically, if you type in My Hero Academia Bryce Power Book, that's his last name. You'll find his character.
Okay.
Because he is such a cool guy to me in person.
Guys. Yeah. I found him. He voiced acting like this guy. Hang on. I'll screenshot it.
You know the Shaggy Man character appears in the show?
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
you know
Him.
who voices it? You probably need to share it. The guy who voices the Shaggy Man character, it's Colleen's husband.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. That's the only character I've seen that he's voiced. His name is Pat O'Connor. Colleen, her son basically has his last name.
Oh, I
Her son, her son, I think it's like 13, 14-ish. He's also a voice actor too.
That's cool.
And he is she does this thing on Twitter, hashtag watch One Piece with my family, where he is watching One Piece with his mom, and he does know that his mom is the voice of Luffy.
Oh, that's adorable.
And here's the thing. I have asked her this. Who in the show reminds him of his parents? So, according to Colleen, she said that Nico Robin reminds him of his mom and his dad, Sanji.
Nice.
I thought that was kind of funny. Given the fact he does know both of them, and the fact that she has referred to Stephanie as her best friend. I even told her this when I was second I met her. It's like, oh, here's me with your BFF, and she smiled at that because she and Stephanie are friends.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, since we 200 minutes, damn right. Yeah, but overall, I love the series. I love the season. I love the show, and I've been having future My Hero. What the future? I have no idea. But
as far as I can tell, we're trying to go through. They're probably going to adapt just vigilantes, and probably the Team mangas. I heard a rumor about that recently, but that's probably what we're getting right now because, and of course we have the special. Yeah, the main series over. So
there ain't other theory that we may get a sequel, like a movie, and if that is true. You know what? I'll be happy with that.
The creator joked years ago he wanted to sequel to My Hero called My Hero Academia 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll go for it. I think he wants to move on. I'm sure he appreciates the fact that people are fans of My Hero, but the last time the creator tried to move on from a popular property they worked on, which was Kishimoto, he tried, and the manga failed. That being Samurai 8.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't sell very well, so it got canceled after I think it was like 50 chapters. I think it was. I heard it was actually pretty good. I just haven't read it yet. So, and the reason why people weren't reading it because it was Naruto.
Yeah.
Though I at least appreciate that they did adapt the mini series he did, where it focused on Sadara. They adapted that for a few episodes of the series.
Yep.
And that was actually a great arc. The Sadara arc was fantastic in the anime.
Yep.
I think it was the first piece of manga material they adapted for the anime because some of the stuff they actually Yeah, I think it was 10 years this year. This year's 10 years of the anime, correct?
Yep. Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
special
10
edition coming
years.
out with the first project. Second project is I don't know what that is. And these
Probably
are
more,
two mission
probably more
projects.
vigilantes. Probably more
Yeah,
vigilante. That's my
yeah,
guess.
probably video.
I'm hoping for season 3 because there's enough material to do at least 4 seasons of that show.
Yeah, that would make sense if we do get 4 scenes. The
But as
Project
for
4,
anything
I think
else,
Project 4. Here's my theory. Project 4 could be and actually a time skip movie, and you know what? If we get time skip movie, I think that's a cool idea because I want to see what is done at the in a post time skip movie because they actually in a plot point that they could do for a movie.
mhm.
Okay,
one
really
project they
quick.
could do. The only 2 I could think of they probably could do next projects is they could adapt Tina's manga, which that's rumor I've heard. And maybe they could throw in the light novels as an adaptation.
Or do the Quirk Doomsday theory.
Yeah, that was a book, and they never actually. The one thing about this book is that it was published in the show, but the thing is, the content of this book has never been released.
Yeah.
What exactly the book says, no one knows.
Yeah.
I don't think even the creator knows what the heck the book says. He just created this book as a pure MacGuffin.
Which is
There's
why I think a sequel movie actually could adapt this story and have like the Doctor get revenge. Who is I mean this guy could get revenge on Deku and like
Yeah,
oh my sister got
series,
killed, but screw you Deku, I'm gonna get revenge and make machines.
so this doctor is the show's first Doctor Bond. That's who his parents based on.
Yep, that's the
But
Eggman.
his first real name that the creator did choose for him, he got a lot of backlash for it because
He in a Japanese
POW. He was
POW camp.
he was a war
Yeah.
criminal, and he got the press because of it. So he changed his name to he later changed his name to something else. That's the only time I could think of this that the character creators see backlash for something. That from a U.S. perspective, it doesn't really bother us very much at all because we don't know who the heck this guy.
Probably done number 3.
In Japan, he probably got backlash. Here in the U.S., I don't think that it bothers us very
No one
much.
cared. Yeah.
Yeah, Toka herself, she's a great character. Leah Clark did an excellent job voicing her.
Yeah.
And probably one of Leah Clark's favorite characters she's voiced.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't too much.
I mean, they're gonna be not popping back. But like I said before, I think a sequel to a movie sequel could be cool to really resolve this plot point. But other than that, I think that's the only problem with a sequel. You can't do all but one.
If they do a sequel, let the creator do a sequel. Don't have Bones do it because
they'll mess it up.
Because we don't want a GT situation.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Because from what I've heard about GT is that Kirito was not involved with that show. That was all Tully.
Makes sense. He's more involved. Diamond actually involved.
Super, he was involved with that one. He was involved with Super.
Kind of.
He put the manga out on a monthly basis, not weekly, because basically he couldn't sleep because basically he got very little sleep. And nearly killed his health basically work on the original manga of Dragon Ball. Daima, he did approve of it. He did approve of it before he passed away. Though I didn't like his editor's comments about the show. Did you hear about those?
No.
He didn't like the show. He thought the show was terrible because some of the stuff in the show would not make any sense from what he knows about it. But the thing is, I like Diamond.
I love Diamond too. Diamond was awesome. We got Super Saiyan 4 flying cannon. It was awesome.
Yes, and also one thing that was really nice about the dub is that they brought back Kid Goku's original English.
That made me so happy.
Yes. Now, according to rumor, our old friend, I can't remember his name. Remember the guy we used to collab with?
Yeah, Edgar.
Not Edgar. There was another guy. He was like clown. He had like Josuke's guy as his logo.
No, yeah.
I haven't heard from him in like 10 years. Have you?
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he mentioned to me that the rumor of the reason why that she stopped being the character was because of a casting couch situation.
Yeah, that's gonna be not true. There's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, the story he told me was that Sabbath offered her to sleep with him to advance her career, which he said no, and she got fired, which let go from Funimation because of it. But I have no idea if that's true or not. He also mentioned about this jutsu Naruto had, where whenever he speaks, it changes people's personality, which I had no idea what the heck he was talking about when it comes to that.
Neither did I.
Because
This is why I didn't follow that stuff at the back then. It was just not important to me. I didn't give it
he
any.
did reveal to me about the reason why that Venom and the Venom comic were featured Flash Thompson's Venom and the Scarlet Smoke ended because the editor of Spirit Storm was jealous of their sales.
Yeah, that one you did tell us about that years ago.
Yeah, that's what I told people. Like, really? That's why they're ended? Because I highly doubt, basically, that the books didn't. I highly doubt the books so terribly because they probably people bought them because it wasn't superior.
Figures.
Yeah, but I know that Superior itself is something that it's not remembered very much at all. I know that the follow-ups they did to it, which was the volume 2 book by Gage, he did the
None
second.
were good. They were just pointless and cash grabs.
I like second volume, though. The third
That thing
volume
was
is interesting.
Look at you made a deal with Mephisto.
Yeah, but in the case of the third volume did not feature Doc Ock between Spider-Man, and they wrote off in the book where he's like, "I was Spider-Man." Ridiculous.
Yep.
Where basically it's like Slot's like, "Yeah, I'm done with this," because it was right after this that book ended, and then about a year later we had the end of Spider-Boy, which, according to Slot, the reason the book is ending because he was leaving Marvel to go to DC to work on Super Unlimited, which I've heard the book is really good. I've only read the first couple issues of it.
Yeah.
It actually is really good. Super
I
Unlimited.
agree, it's good.
Um,
There's hope for that book. That book
yeah,
is giving
so-
real young back.
Yeah, Spider-Boy is the only book recently Spider-Man's ended that was not canceled due to low sales. That was the only book not canceled due to low sales.
Yeah.
Which I found that interesting coming from him because at least he stated the reason why the book was ending.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the other books, Marvel end, they just abruptly end.
So Silver ended at that book ended at the end of 10 years.
Yeah, apparently the story I heard was that he wrote a book twice in Spider-Man, but I don't remember seeing that there.
I don't remember that either.
Because I think no one knew the book was even published at all.
Yeah.
They book published recently for Silver Surfer, where called Death of the Silver Surfer. I have read the first issue, but I'm not ready further than that. Where apparently they have a new Silver Surfer now. It's a woman. No, it's not Shallow Ball. It's a different character. Where they attempt to kill the character off. Which this is actually the third time they kill off a character in a miniseries called Death
They
of.
killed Doctor Strange into the movie, which is dumb. They killed off.
Well, first it was Wolverine. He was the first one.
Yeah, that's Wolverine who died, which is dumb.
Yeah, Wolverine, though, the thing is, according to Scholl, because I met him, he was surprised how long he stayed dead for. He was dead for, according to him, publication-wise, he was dead for 3 years. According to him, because published before that, so he was dead for 4 years, which that's a good time to be dead compared to some deaths where, like there was one was Black Widow. She was dead for like a month, and then she came back in a miniseries.
Yep.
Came back as a clone.
Hey, Marvel, she died, which is dumb.
And she came back after, 2 months?
Yep.
It was very quick that she came back. Of course, that's our creator. I have met Juliette Wilson. She's amazing.
What is she think of the death?
She I did ask her about the live action version of the character.
Oh.
She loves the live action Miss Marvel. She loves that.
That's good.
She met her too. And she does agree with me about her powers. Because people have mistakenly believed her powers are stretchy. They're not. They're size-changing powers.
Yep.
And she does agree with that because that's the way her powers work. They're size-changing. Of course, I didn't bring a copy of Miss Marvel this time. I brought a copy of my first trade for Poison Ivy.
Nice.
Which she is very happy how successful the book has been. Like, can you believe the book is publishing now for almost 5 years?
I'm surprised about that. I didn't know they would cancel.
Yeah, and it's one of DC's longest running books. Like number 1 is Nightwing, number 2 is Catwoman, number 3 is Harley. I would say 4 is Batman Tomorrow's Finest. 5 is Ivy.
Yep.
I would say 6 is probably either Superman or Green Lantern.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not Flash. Flash is not even past. Flash is barely past 30 issues right now because that was taken about by Mark Waid. Were you surprised Waid was taking over that book?
I'm not surprised because let's be real. After Salisbury book, what the shit? That one was garbage. I hate Salisbury. It made no sense. Like,
The first half was weird.
Flash.
I thought the second half was a little better than the first half of the run.
First half was crap. It made no sense. Like, what the hell was happening?
The
What's
only
going on?
or like the thing is, Mark Waid stopped writing the character back. I think it's back in 04, I think it
Oh,
was.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, 04. He came back last year after 21 years. So he did briefly come back for it was after the crisis.
Yeah.
It was he came back briefly. So this was the first time in not 20 years. I think it was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right. Which I read the first few issues. It's actually pretty good, though it's part of not the Kale crossover.
Which KO is fun. It's a good event. It's better than one more under Doom. Anyway, we'll go away.
Have you seen the covers where you have AEW wrestlers take on DC superheroes? And there's going to be a crossover where DC X AEW, where it's going to be AEW wrestlers where they have, I think on one cover, I think it was like Batman and Kenny Omega.
Yep.
If you see the guy currently, if you know, it's basically his lower belly. He looked like he has got a hole in his belly. He recovered from diverticulitis.
Oh.
He got part of a
damn it.
Yeah, here are the characters. So Kenny is if you want to full screen that, I can ID all the characters for you, all the wrestlers on the cover. So John Moxley is the bold one, the one basically flying right there. This black one right here, that's Mercedes Moné. That's Swerve Strickland. The bottom right, that's Tony Storm. Above her is Orange Cassidy doing dance off on the show. The guy with the green pants, that's Will Ospreay. The guy with the flamethrower on the back, that's Darby Allin. He actually wore that pink jacket. That's Kenny with the long hair. And I think that's all like major stars. As of currently, Darby is feuding with Gabe Kidd. John Moxley is the Continental Champion. Hangman Page, that's the guy in front. That's the guy in the front. He's competing for the world title. Swerve is a former world champion. He just came back from injury. He tore a meniscus. It's buying for a while, and he came back. He's jacked now.
Nice.
Yep. Hangman, surprisingly, in the 7 years of AEW, he has never been injured.
That's good news, at least.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is way off topic.
Yeah. Will Ospreay, he is he had neck surgery last year. He is set to come back soon. They have not announced a release date for yet. Mercedes taking time off due to she lost two big titles. She lost two of her big belts. She lost the Red Pearl Women's Championship and the TNT Championship, which she held since May of 2024.
Yep.
Long reign. And the person who holds it now is a double champion in AEW. Will Nightingale. And that belt is, when it comes to two champions, three of the, I think it's been 5 champions in that belt. All three of 5 in black. All black women. And no, you can't call it the black woman's belt. It just happened to be that way.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Yep, indeed.
But we should end it here because we've been going for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, again, we've looked at the ratings. Yeah, I find way my argument final season. I like the season A after doing my review. 5 back to an A+. I love this season. I love the finale. Yep, I agree with that. I love this series. I love the finale. They did a great series. And I'm going to make the series so much. And if we get more announcements of My Hero Academia, I'll probably do a follow-up video on that in the future. But for now, think of My Hero will be in my entire life. Think of it being
Yeah,
10
so
years.
aside from the physical media, you can also, as far as I can tell, it only streams on Crunchyroll. It's not streaming anyplace else.
Yep. Netflix,
Because it's
Giant
one
Freedom
of those.
Media, no matter what.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that's exclusive to Crunchyroll, so you cannot find it on Netflix. You cannot find it there. You can't find it on
You
Hulu.
can find Netflix.
Is it
Only
on
the first
Netflix?
scenes. Yep.
Okay. It's not a high dive.
I don't know what that is.
It's another internet streaming service. It's cheaper than Crunchyroll, which Crunchyroll just recently announced that the lowest tier is now going to be $9.99 a month.
I don't get that. Why? That's dumb.
It's $2 more for me. I can afford it because of my salary, so I can afford that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's $2 more, so it's about the same much I've been paying past 6 years. So I don't have a really big issue with that. Okay, so High Dive. When I last saw it, the subscription price for I think it's $5 to $6.99 a month.
Yeah.
It's really cheap. It's the cheapest one. It mostly has a lot of like other anime, not the big ones. Biggest one they have on there is It Wrong to Drink Up Ghouls and Dungeons. Also, Danmachi, which Liz Christian in that show. She's the voice of Hestia.
Never of it.
They've had 5 seasons of the show. Seasons 2 and 3 are on Crunchyroll, but not the rest of the series.
Figures.
Yeah. But it's there. Great show. They have a spinoff called Sword of Roy, which fills in the gaps in season 1, which I've been hearing a lot of backlash related to the 5th season of that show, where it some say they butchered it. Butchered it. From when I remember seeing it, the first half season is really good. They did a really good job doing the first 2 books they adapted for the season. Third book is where it starts to slip for some people.
It will all go downhill real fast. Figures.
Yep.
It's a total goose to do it all over again. Damn it.
Oh, well. Yeah, but Tokyo's a manga, while is there on Tokyo's otherwise known as Danmachi, it's a light novel series that also has manga adaptation. It's had 19 volumes released here. And they adapted the first 18 for the show. Actually, 17 of 18 because they did partially adapt 15 for the first episode. They didn't get the full book because the book is just it's an anthology book.
Oh, figures.
You might like it. It's a good show. It's made by JC Staff, same company who makes One Punch Man.
Yep. And probably Jujutsu Kaisen.
Great show, Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, great show. Which as we work on the show, I've met one, Carl Herbert. He's the voice of Panda.
Nice.
Who is going to return next episode.
I love that show. It's awesome. But anyway, yeah, we're way off topic. Yeah.
This is outside of the leads, Panda's the best character.
Panda's adorable, little Panda.
He's funny. Yeah, he's an actual panda, but he looks like a panda.
He's so funny. I love him. Yep.
And Kyle is so funny as him. He's one of 3 characters he voices in the show. He also voices an old man. He also voiced a character from the first episode of the show.
Yep.
He's the only person I met. Actually, one of 2 people I met because Ryan Bartley is in the show. She is the voice of, I believe, the woman who smokes in the show.
Oh, yeah, her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the voice of her. I haven't met anybody else working on the show, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I know anybody else who any of the dub actors. I never met any of them. I've only met maybe 2. But this is one I never met hardly at all. My Hero, as of currently, I met most of the dub cast. Nice. So of the last 1A, I met most of them except for I've not met Bakudo. I've never met his voice actor. I've never met Ingenium. Grape. I've not met Racerhead. I've never met him. I've not met Mount Lady, though I have met Midnight. Let's see. Invisible Girl, The Twinkle. I'm trying to think who else I've not met. Pinky. Let's see. I have met Tentacruel. That's Ian Sinclair. Tail have not met. I think that's it. So I met most of the cast of My Hero, just not all of them.
Yep.
All right. So should we end it here, Tivia?
Yeah, we better wrap this up. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to join for My Hero Academia policy discussion. Sorry, now you can say what I do. I wish that you could join it, but oh well. They're going to join for My Hero Academia policy. So they're next going on maybe Vigilantes Season 2. I hope we can do a discussion on that show. We can talk about that show.
I don't think we've done a physical discussion of the first season.
We never did discuss on that scene either, which actually we should probably do in the future. Maybe we could, when season 2 ends, we could do a combination of both seasons.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Not a bad idea. I think I'll probably mark that on my calendar.
Yeah, the season comes out every Monday.
Yeah.
Which is weird because My Hero, when it aired on Saturdays.
Yeah, and this show aired on Monday, and Jujutsu Kaisen aired on Thursday.
Yes.
So weird.
Freerin and Fire Force air Fridays.
Yeah. Those two shows I've not seen yet. I'll probably watch it.
Freerin, good luck watching the first season. It's made by Madhouse.
It's
first
very
season,
slow.
Yes, but it's a good show. But the one thing you'll like about it is the animation. It looks gorgeous. But the second season, it felt like the colors of the show, not the style of animation. The colors, they look a bit. They look like took a bit of dip in the second season of the show. They still like the same studio. Fire Force is maybe the same company who makes JoJo Bizarre Adventures.
Yeah, and I think Bones also made My Hero, and they made this show.
Yeah, they. I think the only noteworthy of making 4 shows people know of, which is this one, Vigilantes, Soul Eater, and Soul Eater Dot.
Yeah.
Which our mutual friend Edgar got me to Soul Eater.
Yep. Nice.
Great show. Just didn't like the ending.
Yeah, the ending was bad. But anyway, that's the moment. Anyway, thank you for joining My Hero Academia policy discussion. So doing another discussion on Vigilantes, maybe 50-50 corner that will
when the season wraps up, we'll talk about the first season of the show. And
yeah, we'll talk about both seasons.
Given the fact seasons is still being overseen, I would not be surprised if we get season 3 at this one. Probably next year.
Yeah, I always about that. That would be pretty cool.
Given the fact that those of you curious though, before the anime air Vigilantes, the manga already wrapped up. The manga was only like 126 chapters, which that is surprising to me. Because normally they have these anime come out when the manga is published, because that's one of those rare occasions where the manga ceased publication prior to the anime starting. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer did that same thing too.
Demon Slayer, they were ending it when the first season aired.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But by the time the second season aired, which was Entertainment District, which was the manga, was called Red Light District, the manga was already done at that point.
That makes sense. And what
also Train part of that, which Mugen Train was awesome, by the way. And yes, I have seen Infinite Castle. Awesome.
I do beat on my channel.
I'm sure you agree with me. It's stupid that Oscars snubbed Demon Slayer and.
Yeah, that made me mad. Like, what? Oscar, are you stupid? That's so.
The Golden Globes nominated them. But they lost the K-pop Demon Hunters, but at least they nominated them.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, what the hell?
Do you think they didn't nominate because they weren't made by American studio?
That's my bad. Oh, that's jealous. Like, oh, this movie made $1 billion, but not from our country. We must do something stupid and nominate something else.
Yeah, and $1
billion.
Yeah, the thing is, I have heard about the reason why they made the Best Animated Feature category. The rumor is because the Oscars did not want to nominate Beauty and the Beast Best Picture.
Of course.
So, the Best Animated Feature, I kind of agree with this. It's a cop-out award.
It's a cop-out award.
Yes, and I haven't watched the Oscars in years.
I haven't watched it in years either.
The last one I watched was Neil Patrick Harris. Oh boy, that ceremony was so boring and got me a headache after watching it. The most interesting thing about
I can be nominated, but these
my,
other nominations, no.
my niece
I'm sorry.
loves Cave by Demer. She loves that.
Yeah, that's fine. But these two other ones, I don't get them. Like,
Yeah, and when they were
these
known the best
should be
picture,
nominated for an Oscar, not all these.
Yeah.
This can be
because best picture, that is a very hot debate topic because with movies they nominate, I'm one of the people who are like, what is this movie? Because a lot of the time when I'm into best picture movies, I have never heard of these movies at all, or never even saw them in theaters.
Yeah. Sitting I saw in theaters good. One back I never saw. F1 I do own at the Frankenstein. I never
I
saw.
heard F1 is a racing movie.
Yeah, F1's good. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. It's up.
Yes.
It's really
And
good.
get this. Guess what was the first and the only comic movie nominated for Best Picture?
Black Panther.
Yep, that's the only one. Suicide Squad won for, I think it was Best Costume Design.
But the movie was shit.
I didn't mind it per se. The problem with the movie was the CGI.
Agreed.
And also the fact Corn David wasn't the right movie to release.
It butchered the hell in this trailer ending.
And the reason why they released the way it did because of the reception of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Figures.
Which, according to Ben Affleck, the reason why we had Justice as quick as we did because that was a Warner Bros. Decision, not Zack Snyder. That's according to Ben Affleck. He came out in an interview and said about that was all Warner Bros. Who forced that because they rushed their cinematic heroes. They rushed it because anyone can tell they rushed it. They rushed basically like 2 phases in one movie, which is ridiculous. And the thing is, when it comes to Batman v Superman, I know it's very divisive. The problems in the movie is not Ben Affleck's fault. He did a good job.
It's more script writing fault.
Yes, it's probably like the writer wrote that also did Argo.
And he wrote to Rise Skywalker, which is bad.
Yes. Did you hear about the reason why people were against Ben Affleck being Batman in the first place?
I heard about that, and I said, "What? Just give the guy a chance." And he was good.
They think he's a bad actor because of Daredevil, a movie that came over a decade. That was the writing's fault. And of course, they complained about Wonder Woman, where they thought she was too thin. One complaint I heard was that her breast size was too small, which I was so stupid to explain.
She did a great job, 101.
Another complaint I heard is that she couldn't act, which she did get better. She was much better in this one than she was in Fast 5. Jesse Eisenberg, when they cast him as Lex Luthor, people were on the assumption that he was, 1, too young to be Lex. Number 2, because he was recently in Social Network, people thought he'd been in Facebook.
Yep.
And he thought he was playing the Riddler.
Oops. Oh well, didn't matter.
But the guy who played him in Superman, the recent one, he was a lot better as Lex Luthor. I like that movie. This movie underperformed.
Yeah.
Did you hear Underperformed?
I heard about that, but I don't care. The movie's good. I don't.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was fantastic. I mean,
Superman, I don't know,
Superman was really good. Apparently, the underground side was tied to actually the actor's idea because Gunn was not
good. Look at that Superman costume.
Yes, and the fact that everything was in line to how Superman's supposed to be. It was fantastic. So let's end it here because it's getting late.
Let's end it here because we're only 3 hours. Yeah, I think I'm joining my good part of the scene discussion and sitting another discussion on vigilantes. Maybe 50 corner. We'll talk about it at the
which I think it ends in let me look up on my phone because I have you should probably get my anime list. It's a great app. It gives you keeps a record of like what you have and have not seen. Like it's like watch, plan, watch. Let's see if we can get to it here. So Vigilantes currently has 8 more episodes there for season 2.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically any anime you've seen, you can just like if it's green, that means that's your progress. If it's blue, it means you completed it. Red means you dropped it. On hold if it's yellow. If it's planned to watch, it's under gray. But you can do this for anime, main series, OVAs, specials, or movies.
Movie.
It also does it for manga and light novels. I completed for series wise for entries on here 728.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of this was basically like shows I completed like not just last year, but in like since I've watched anime for like last decade.
Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, this watching with 3 hours. Holy shit, time, boys. Yeah.
Yep.
I have a video entry. We'll talk about it in the future. And thank you for joining for American Empire discussion. I know the outro take longer. Oh, yeah, Nick, where can we find you?
On my channel, Nick Lenz.
Yep. You can follow me to type of spoke up on Twitter. Or not Google, but now. Follow me at the Instagram as well. Follow me on Blue Sky. I feel like you Blue Sky like already planned. I want to, but again, I've been so busy with that shit. I think that's what I've showed me so far. Thank you for joining for discussion, and see you guys next time. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.